Hello, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop RPGs with friends. As you can tell from the overlay, yay, the last time that we played Masks High School, we didn't have access to overlay, and we had to rely on Will helping us out because for some reason his overlay worked. But now Hangouts have been fixed, and it's still an amazing place to play games. So we are playing Masks High School, which is the game Masks, powered by the Apocalypse. The game is technically out to backers, but the book didn't make it to Gen Con, unfortunately. There were a bunch of other things that the amazing Magpie Games did get out, but Masks wasn't done yet, and I would rather them do it right the first time than to push it out the door for, Gen Con, where I'm not even there. So, hey, I'm not worried at all. This game is set in Hope Prep, which is set in Halcyon City, the default kind of metropolis-type city of the Masks world. And I've mixed in a little bit of history from games that Andrea and I have played in Masks when it was in playtest, so there'll be some stuff that's out of canon, but so sue me. I'm also stealing some stuff from Hope Prep, which is an amazing supplement for icons as well as mutant masterminds by, oh goodness, Melior Vaya, I think is the name of the creators of the Hope Prep School. I'm sorry, I'm going to look it up really quick just to make sure I don't screw that up. It is, so it's released, Melior Vaya, I got it right, yes. So that is a high school. I'm also borrowing a little bit from Hero High, which is a supplement for mutants and masterminds. I steal from everywhere, guys. I got no shame, right? Remix it all up, baby. So we have a fantastic team. There are 9 previous sessions of this game that have been run, but this is a new semester, spring semester. You don't need any of the history coming back. In fact, we're introducing a new character here. So if this is the first time you've watched this, then you're still going to have a good time. You shouldn't be too lost. And if you're lost, just drop a note in the comments on the YouTube channel, and I will answer you with whatever I've got. I'm going to go around the horn here so that we can get to know everybody but one of our characters, and then we'll bring that new character into the fore. So this is spring semester. Everyone will be returning in January, and I'll read a love letter, like a little bit of box text, and then everybody has some individual bits of box text that I'll ask them if they wouldn't mind to read as well. But first, let's get to know all of our characters except for our newbie. I'm going to start with Alex. Alex, can you tell us a bit about Kid Ragnarok?
I'm Kid Ragnarok, the Delinquent Playbook. I'm currently... My Lark, another student, is currently my girlfriend, I think. Though I am now, after a very ill-advised kiss initiated by Katana, I think I'm a bit more fixated on her than I am on Lark. It recently came out to everyone else that my parents are supervillains. My mum's still at large, and my father, who had escaped, has been reincarcerated in Supermax prison, and everyone seems to be, after a few stumbles, everyone seems to be okay with the fact that my parents are supervillains, and yeah.
I'm going to skip over to Will because after the introduction of Kid Ragnarok, I definitely want to see about ASAP. So Will, could you tell us a little bit about ASAP?
Okay, I am ASAP. I am playing the Legacy Playbook. I am a speedster and a total fanboy of superheroes and that culture, which I was surprised and extremely excited to actually be one now. Receiving my legacy actually a little earlier than expected due to my dad being put out of commission by previously mentioned Electrobomb, right?
Yeah, it was Electrobomb.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seriously injured him. I did not know that connection to Kid Ragnarok until the last episode we ended. It was a little rough, but I got past it, and we're buddies again. Much to probably my legacy chagrin.
Indeed, your whole legacy, and we've got a bit of a role we'll have to go through in a few minutes to see how the legacy takes that decision. Jan, tell us about the alien quartz.
He's an alien. He is very it's like that song from what do you call the Kelly family fell in love with an alien, but then the other way around, the alien fell in love with a human. Yeah, he's been making he's sort of an ambassador to his people, even though the portal to his world just opened recently, and he's been learning stuff about humanity the hard way by diving headfirst into romance, of course.
That's how you learn, right? You gotta get yourself dirty. Wait, not that kind of dirty. Anyway, fantastic. Quartz's girlfriend is Pixie, who is played by Andrea. Yeah, she's Miss not appearing in this film. We're gonna pretend that Pixie is back home. She lives in Halcyon City. Her family, her father, and her sister, who's currently away at college. Well, no, she was applying for college, so she's finishing up her senior year of high school. And I'm going to say there's a sick family she's visiting with, and we'll work out more details when Andrea's back next session. Jules, please tell us about Katana.
Hi, I'm Jules, and I'm playing Katana, who is a beacon. She doesn't actually have any superpowers. She is just a kick-ass martial artist and sword fighter who has somehow gotten a ticket into Halcyon City High. She is dating Brit, whose superpower is that she automatically learns other people's fighting moves. Scary. And she does have her own martial arts sensei, who's called Dave. And recently, last session, she acquired a kick-ass whip sword, which is good because she seems to lose a ton of katana.
Yeah, she said katana bought from flea market, which broke. She's had or was lost on the Powerball field. She's had katana that was actually a Chinese straight sword that was lost on the Antonio Bridge, and now she has this crazy jet black metal sword that can be twisted and turned into a whip sword. Well, I'm looking forward to see what she has not actually brought it out into battle, so that's going to be very...
I have not whipped it out yet.
Oh! Hello. All right. So now, with all of that, what I wanted to do was a quick pocket introduction scene. Kind of imagine fans of X-Files or a lot of those TV shows where you start with a pre-credits type deal. So I wanted to get everybody introduced, which is technically our credits. Now we're going to jump back to a little bit of time. The game's going to begin in January, spring semester, but this happens in the very end of last year. That's during winter break, and everyone is away from Hope Prep except for those students who do not have families, as well as Lightning Bug, one of the teachers who is also an alien. And that means that Kid Ragnarok has nowhere to go during the winter break and stays home. We have some love letter things we'll deal with in a second to find out some of the other activities that Kid Ragnarok got into. We're going to say that it is that time period between Christmas and New Year's, so it's maybe like December 27th, December 28th. We'll do like a J.J. Abrams, The Fringe thing where like the date, comes up and fades in the background. Kid Ragnarok, as we pick up right now, where on the grounds, the school grounds, are you? You're alone. Where on the school grounds are you? It's been relatively warm, so we'll say there's no snow on the ground, but it's cold. It's cold enough to see your breath, and you probably want to wear a jacket. Where on the school grounds are you at this time?
I think the day when they have they have like a big screen that shows like the scores for the football games. I've dragged a sofa into the middle of the football field and I'm using that to watch movies and playing my guitar in the middle of the field.
But they're with your psychic power, so they're only movies that you've already seen, right? Is it?
Oh, yeah, totally. It's with my... and strangely, I turn up in them and kick ass, and then things get weird, and then I have to concentrate again.
So it's a John Hughes film with Kid Ragnarok kind of overlaid in some of the cool scenes. Yes, I'm totally having a breakfast, not Breakfast Club, but 16 Candles.
But things get a little bit too dark subconscious if I don't focus. So,
Sweet. So you're sitting there on a sofa that you've drug into the 50-yard line, watching the big, huge football field display there, the big scoreboard, and all of a sudden, you're powering it with your psychic powers, but of course there's still a little bit of lights on, and all the lights start to pop, and there are these huge arcs of electricity, and then as you're looking, we kind of get a reaction shot from Kid Ragnarok. We see this globe, this like electrical sphere that appears, and it just kind of phases into existence. And there's actually like almost like somebody took a scoop out of the grass, the football grass, and there's burns all around in that circular area. It's just like a sphere, like right in the middle, and then you see a form, a figure, a human figure in the middle, and then everything kind of dissipates, and this girl stands up. So this girl, Kat, you appear. It worked. You get a readout from your little wristwatch display that the date is exactly where you were supposed to be sent. That actually paid off. Chassis wasn't lying. So when you turn around, you are dressed. We're Comics Code Authority, so we're good. But you see somebody who looks really familiar, like a cousin or something. Anyway, so Kid Ragnarok, you see this girl. She's maybe a year younger than you, blonde hair, like a little red streak near the front. And so, Kat, what do you do?
I'm gonna, wave at him, and then I kind of clumsily start approaching.
Yeah, I'm still kind of lounging on the sofa, but I've stopped playing, and I do a little wave back.
I'm pretty sure this was not part of your movie. Oh, by the way, we got a little color correction. Got a new inker in, so by the third panel, the red streak is actually pink. Go ahead.
So as soon as I get to him, what year is it?
2016.
Holy crap! It worked! I mean, it worked!
Awesome. Popcorn?
Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna sit next to him.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I sit here?
Yeah. I kind of scoot over a bit and give her a little bit of space on the sofa because I was saying I was sprawled over across the whole thing.
So, I'm Kat Rains. Who are you? If you don't mind me asking.
Ragnarok? Kid Ragnarok. Defender of Halcyon City.
You look pretty familiar.
Well, I am famous.
I bet you are. That's a really nice guitar. Did I say that already?
It's pretty badass. So.
Yeah, it totally is. So, I might be a little bit in a trouble here, since I need help. I need somebody I can trust, and you look really trustworthy.
Totally. That's all. Yeah.
So can I trust you with a secret? So Jan totally muted me.
Sorry, I was typing, but it apparently failed.
That was awesome.
The hilarious laughter sort of ruined.
I completely forgot what we were talking about.
Oh, you had a secret. You wanted to share a secret.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
the
so
secret.
trustworthy. Hit me with
So my best friend was, he was fiddling with stuff. He's always fiddling with stuff, and he's pretty genius with that kind of thing. And I didn't really believe him when he said that he's building a time machine. So I kind of volunteered that, whatever, I will be a guinea pig and try it out. Apparently, it really did work. So I actually came from my past This is like my future, this thing right here. So I don't know. I don't know how to get back. I mean, eventually he has to figure it out, but I don't. I have no place to go or anything. So.
Hey, tell you what, I've broken into the headmaster's office before. I can totally hack you into the files. Got a crayon.
Okay, thank you. That's pretty neat. So, that's awesome. So I can just pretend to be a student here. Do I look like okay? I think my clothing might be a little.
Totally the 80s look. That's totally in now.
Okay, that's at least something. So, okay. Can we do the hack thing like right now?
Totally. Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to get goth on. This is so weird. I mean, time travel. It's not supposed to work.
I mean, I've heard it before, but it's usually Egyptian pharaohs and aliens and mercs.
Yeah, that's true. You look so familiar.
As I say, I'm pretty famous. And I get up on the sofa and like do like a little second projection of one of those little car unlock things, like a beep beep, and my motorbike appears. So I can.
Yes, the Psycho Trike makes an appearance.
Do you want to leave it? Is that enough of a?
Yeah, I think we'll cut right there.
Yeah.
Cut right there. That was a nice little intro. Good job, both of you. That's awesome. So excited. The chat went a little crazy as things were going on. There was a little bit of surprise here. Not everyone knows what else going on. I'm very happy. Now it is love letter times. We go through a little bit of box text. New Silver Saviors. Winter breaks over and you're back to school. The holidays for many of you were a time of joy. Presents given and received, time at home or away from school, relationships renewed or deepened. The weather has been mild for this time of year, with only a couple of snows over Christmas, which were gone before New Year's. Returning to your dormitories this January, you find a few things have changed. President Maelstrom is on sabbatical and has taken the semester off. He is the dean. In his stead, Mrs. Forrester is the acting dean of Hope Prep. Mrs. Forrester is a retired heroine. She was once known as Ricochet, a prominent member of Night Watch. She had been your advanced mathematics teacher before stepping into an administrative role. Meng Min Ki and Paulo Zakov, who were both roommates of ASAP and Kid Ragnarok, they're both spending a semester abroad. Neither of them had mentioned this to you before ASAP or Kid Ragnarok. It's a sudden shift. Also, you both have new roomies, Zach, a.k.a. Soundwave, and Cody, a.k.a. Tempest. They're here to finish up credits to graduate. Both of them have been sidekicks for very famous heroes, and they've never attended formal school before. Also, Wendy Sumner is still in Halcyon General Hospital on extended leave. She is the young girl who had basically hazmat type powers. She had the ability to project nuclear radiation, and she got beaten up pretty badly during the fall ball and has not come back to class from that. So Laura, who is Lark, aka Kid Ragnarok's official girlfriend, she is transferred to room with Malia, which is Pixie, the lady not appearing in this film. And Jessie G, aka Katana, you've been told you're getting a new roommate named Kat Rains. And I've updated the dorm setup and shared that with everybody. If you guys don't mind, just because I do love the sound of my own voice, but I also like the sound of yours, if we could start with ASAP, and if you could read each of your little love letter snippets, like a paragraph or so, and then answer the questions, I would very much appreciate it. So, Will, do you want to kick it off?
Sure. Let me just get a pronunciation question on something real quick here on the incursion. Okay. ASAP. Your mother, Powerhouse, is still off planet with Z-Force. Things are getting pretty bad with the Savitri incursion. They've taken over 3 planets in the alien consortium. She doesn't say it directly, but you can tell your mother's worried. Crixium is too. Your mother did send you an amazing piece of alien technology as a Christmas gift, though. What is it? And
yes, I
the
want
rest
to
of it
know.
before I answer? Okay,
What is it?
I'll go ahead and answer. It is a small, about baseball size, silver sphere, seamless. But what it does is you set it on an item, a drawing, or even just over, small little miniatures or something. It will scan it and project it into a 3D hologram, life size.
Awesome. Now, does it float and then shoot out like little 3 like blades and then go into people's heads like Phantasm? Does it do that?
I haven't found that setting yet. It might, but that would have been a secret feature that my mother was unaware of, probably.
Yeah, I don't think they would have. Yeah. That's cool. That's a really neat gift. Your mom is so thoughtful.
I thought so too. It's currently setting on what Hannah gave me, which I will. So I've got the Silver Saviors in 3D hologram with their signatures also floating in space. But anyway, the rest of the paragraph. Hannah had to fly home to West Covina, California for the holidays, but she sent me, I keep changing to me, sent you lots of emails. If you had time, she Skype chatted with you. Of course I had time. She really seems to like you, Jesse, and for Christmas she sent you an autographed photo of the original Silver Saviors, signed and numbered. It is going for several $100s on eBay. This is what the sphere is currently setting on, so I've got a nice hologram lineup of the Silver Saviors in my room. How are things going for you as far as Hannah? Good. Why? She told you something? She said something that I need to know about? Yeah, I think they're good. I was spending a lot of time before she had to leave. A lot of time, in fact. So much so that I probably have skipped some of my duties as a legacy, some of my training. I was so focused on the relationship, kind of first girlfriend thing. So yeah, that's good, right?
The die roll will tell us if that slides by or not. Hey, since we're on you, do you want to go ahead and make that roll now? Let's do your legacy roll.
Oh, okay. Dice stream, yes.
Cool. So walk us through. Remind everybody it's been a bit.
Okay, let me grab that sheet. I have to before. Actually, it's just whenever time passes now, as instead of the beginning of every session. Roll plus Savior, see how members of your legacy feel or react to your most recent exploits. Before rolling, ask other players to answer the questions about your performance. Take -1 to the roll for each no answer. Typically, we did this at the end of session. How have you upholding traditions of your legacy? Have you maintained the image of your legacy? And have you made the other members of your legacy proud? At the end of last session, I had yeses to all those, but we can go back on that or not. Either way.
We can carry forward. I'm good.
Okay.
Unless you want to make one of those into a no based on the fiction that you just described, which I think would be kind of interesting.
I'm thinking we should add a no to some of my members are less proud of my actions. Yeah, probably so. So, make a roll here, 2 dice, and...
With the +2 then?
With a +2. So that's a 5. So...
Ooh, what happens then?
Skipping all the way down to on a miss, something you did stirred up the hornet's nest. Expect several members of your legacy to meddle with your life. Joy.
Love it. Love it. Hey, by the way, I just want to take a moment as I'm looking through the play books that were released to backers for the first time, and I think this is like the 50th version of the playbooks. It's in alphabetical order, and I just want to recognize that I'm very appreciative of that because this is the first time it's been in alphabetical order. Yay! I don't know why the alphabet's so important to me, guys, but it totally is. Let's move on. Electrocute, you have a teeny tiny little love letter. Do you want to read that to us?
Yes, as soon as I find it. Wait. Where did I put it? There. Well, here you are. You're enrolled in Hope Prep, and you've gotten a dorm room assignment too. Everything's going well so far. You have a roomie. She doesn't have powers.
She does not have powers. Do you have any? So you are playing The Innocent, which is currently in playtest. It is a very interesting playbook, and there is a lot going on with it. It's so much so that you could be, as the game progresses, when you look at future self of your character, you could be changing your basic moves, which is crazy and really interesting. I don't think you have any start of session moves. Is that correct?
No, I don't.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure before I assumed. Excellent. Next, we move to Jules. Can you read us Katana?
Hold on, I was peeking at the Innocence playbook. Katana. Brit, my girlfriend, spent a holiday in Texas with her dad. She cried before she left, since she knew she wouldn't get to see you for 3 whole weeks. And her flight was cancelled on the way home, so she hasn't made it back to school yet. But she texted you earlier this morning, excited that she'll be back in town today. Did you make any plans for her when she gets back? How are things between you during the holidays, and were you able to keep in touch? I think Katana, last session, Katana had a huge and disastrous bout of fear of commitment. But now that it's about 3 months later, I think she realizes that it's not really an apocalypse if your girlfriend loves you more than you do. But it still kind of feels like something that's hanging over them. So she will either overcompensate by really being super nice and attentive, or she'll just not be as attentive. And that happens a lot because she's training with Dave a lot anyway. But they definitely have been keeping in touch and making plans and things.
Cool.
Training with Dave and your fancy new katana has been intense. Lots of bruises, sore muscles, and an ever-increasing awareness of your body and how to use it. You've come close to defeating Dave a few times. What? And now he's working with you on multiple opponents. He's got some friends he'll be sending your way from time to time to keep you alert. Yes? They're probably ninja. Not now, Kato! Sorry. Oh, and the Little Oaks Elementary wrote a song for you, performed it, and sent you the video. And it's adorable! And it's on YouTube. It's pretty incredible.
Indeed. All right, fantastic. Kid Ragnarok, give us an update. And of course, there's a little bit that's not in that love letter that we just did, but hit us on the love letter for Kid Ragnarok.
The holidays were boring. Laura invited you to Christmas dinner with her family. Did you go? If you did, then she also invited you over for New Year's, which meant some champagne and smooches at midnight. If you didn't, then you brought in the New Year alone, sad trombone, in brackets. I think Kid Ragnarok has been kind of keeping her at distance since a certain ill-advised kiss. And I think maybe instead of going to Christmas dinner with the family, I think Ragnarok has been going and attempting to help Katana blow off steam from all the training, but I don't know if she's been fine with him telling her doing that. He hasn't made any moves on her, but he's definitely hanging around her a bit more. He has. My mother is still abroad. You've heard she's taken up with a criminal organisation called the New Provo Front. Your father's still in solitary, and he's written you 2 letters on paper. Why haven't you read them? Well, first, paper. I'm not a pilgrim. And 2, he's not going to change. He can't change. He basically has no emotions other than resentment. So, yeah, why am I opening myself up to that? And also, a little bit extra, Armature didn't leave the campus the entire break. She's been working on something. She's really excited about it, a new technology that will completely redefine robotics. So she's our...
She's your administrator, like the administrator of this
the floor.
Yeah.
And she has a cybernetic prosthetics.
Yes. Which your father once complained she stole the designs from him.
Yeah.
You don't know if that's true or not.
I think the wireless technology that controls them with her mind is part of maybe some of his tech is involved there. I think the actual prosthetics are her own design.
Yeah, that's probably it. Last but not least, we have the love letter for Quartz.
Indeed. The Cafeteria incursion into the consortium worlds has threatened Svikushnik, aka science. Your administrative advisors have asked you to start communications with the UN to ask for aid. Any communications with super teams would also be appreciated. The younger population of your homeworld have begun sending you questions about your time on Earth. You're quite popular there, Quartz. In fact, a number of individuals within the collective have chosen their names. Most of them are very odd. Rocks, granite, stony, gravel, all fashioned after your name. How are you handling this fame? I don't feel that I have any responsibility at all for this fame. I mean, I didn't choose the name Quartz. It's sort of it was humanity that came up with the fact that I looked like a crystal, and Quartz came from them. So I have no responsibility for the fact that other people choose names that are closely related to the name that humanity has given me. It seems to make sense. However, it seems odd. But honestly, I think that's it's not that they're getting infatuated with me. They're getting infatuated with humanity. And I can understand that.
Ooh, that's adorable. I love that answer. Cool. So I find it interesting about Quartz, so I'm glad that I like Quartz's reaction to that, because from previous sessions, what we found is that generally it's a collective, right? And there's a lot of sharing of the mentality across multiple consciousness.
Yes.
But Quartz is an individual, and it seems to be becoming more and more so an individual the more time he spends on Earth.
Apparently, yes.
Not that he would admit it, evidently, which is
no, of course not. Come on, I'm still part of the team.
I love it. That is so great. So we will begin with Armature walking Cat Rains into her new dorm room. So Cat, so the dorm rooms here are very nice, well appointed. The architecture is very classic and styling, but there are a lot of modern amenities here. And Armature is the girl who is walking you through. She has a cybernetic arm, and both legs are completely cybernetic. Like, they're robotic technically, but they're controlled by her mind. Her hair's slightly askew. It looks like she hasn't slept in a while. She's thrown on some clothes to come down and meet you, and is walking you in to your new roommate. And she says, "So, Cat, right? Your powers are what?" I didn't read the transcript. I'm sorry.
Well, it's sort of like lightning arc, just one tiny little arc thing. It's nothing much.
Well, hey, don't worry. Katana here, she's a martial artist, so
Oh, cool.
yeah, it'll be great. And she raps with her metallic hand on the door. Jesse, what are you doing in your room? This is early morning. Classes are starting in about an hour.
Oh, then if it's early morning, then I probably just have gotten back from doing my kata, because I do that every morning. My practice sword fighting. So I'm probably just cleaning up. So I'll say it's open.
Cool. Armature opens up the door. She looks in. Jesse, this is Kat, your new roommate. You saw the note, right?
Yeah. Hey,
Hi.
Kat.
Okay.
I'm Jesse.
Nice
This
to
is
meet
Jerry.
you.
Nice to meet you. Is there anything that I should be aware of that you do or do not like, or have issues with, or
I'm pretty
can't
easy.
control? Oh, that's good.
I'm just happy to be here. I hear it's a really good school and all that.
It is. It's a very good school.
So you like it here?
Yeah. It was a kind of a rough first semester or year, I guess year, but yeah, I've gotten used to it. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
That sounds really good.
What's your superpower?
It's just one lightning arc.
Just one lightning arc.
Yes, just
Don't
just
wanna
one.
brag.
I've heard about some really cool stuff, but it's a lightning arc.
Yeah. There's
Maybe
a lot of
one
weird
day.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. Probably not do it in the dorm.
No, absolutely not.
I don't have a superpower.
At
So,
all?
you can hear it from me. Nope, I do martial arts and I do sword fighting. I do them pretty well. Probably not at superpower levels. Maybe someday.
Cool. Okay. I didn't know they accept people here who don't have superpowers. I mean, it's pretty cool that you're here, obviously, but
Yeah, well, I'll just have to prove that I have a place here, and then maybe at some point I'll accept some other people as well.
is there somebody who is not accepting you?
Not anymore, really.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Not that I not that I've killed them or anything. That sounded a bit ominous. Just meant
Well,
been here
no
for a while.
worries. I didn't take it that way. I just figured that they changed their minds, obviously.
Yes.
Huh.
So where were you before?
A different school, pretty similar to this. I'm sort of an exchange student.
You mean like another school for superheroes?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do a move, you guys.
Oh no.
Exactly.
I would like to pierce the mask.
Yes, you should do that. When you pierce someone's mask to see the person beneath, roll plus mundane. Hey, by the way, Yona, she's really good at mundane.
I am the most mundane person on here.
I don't even know what that means because you guys know me. I never read the rules. So
It's quite
Clicking all
alright.
the wrong buttons.
She's going to get bonuses.
Oh, I have a mundane of +3. Wow.
for whatever reason, I seem to have 2 on mundane as well. So I
Yeah, but it's going to
So
help you
that's
with
a
both.
7 +3 is a clear 10.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. So, with a 10, you get to ask 3 questions.
and I have to answer them honestly.
Oh, Will, don't forget to mark a potential for your legacy abysmal failure.
So I have to
How-
answer them honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
How can I get your character to spill the beans about whatever it is you're trying to hide or trying to work around?
I would say at this point she's pretty nervous to be here, and if you would just make her feel very welcome and that you would accept her for whatever she is, she might say something that she didn't initially want to say.
Okay, then that would also be the second question. How could I gain influence over you? That would probably also be about similar.
By the way, everybody has influence over me, apparently.
Oh.
So don't
bother.
Don't use one of your
you
questions.
misunderstand. We want to get more influence over you.
Oh, okay.
No, that's okay. Then I'll just hold the other two for now. Yeah, Katana will be like, well, this is a really special school. Everyone here has something that makes them, stand out or have trouble working through. So, whatever it is that you came from, we have an alien. So.
We have an alien?
Yeah, we have an alien.
alien?
He's really cool.
Oh,
So
that is so neat.
I don't think you're gonna. I feel like you have to hide who you are. I think you'll be okay here. Do you want some breakfast?
Sure. Okay, out of character question. Does that move mean that I actually have to tell you, stuff?
Yeah, but you can work it into the narrative, so you can also say well, 2 days later, I will confide to you, blah blah blah.
Yeah, as long as you answered honestly, this is what it would take, and if you feel like that was met, cool. If not, then just kind of work with us to get to where you feel comfortable that was fulfilled, and then you can reveal what you wish.
Well, I'm thinking that, it's going to require a little bit more trust building, and she will probably tell a little bit more, later.
Okay. I don't really have anything for the other 2 questions. I get to ask for you. It's just total waste of questions. Okay, what would you? I could. Well, you already said that. No, I don't.
Do you get to hold them and ask them later?
I can hold them for a little while, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, it still feels appropriate.
Yeah.
Cool. So then, the 2 you talked about breakfast. Were you going to suggest you guys head down to the small little cafeteria then?
Yeah, I will show her around a little bit.
Okay, cool.
And maybe introduce her to some other people.
Yeah, this is excellent. This is one of those new volume of the new Silver Saviors comic, right? We've got new artists and we got a new hot writer who's a novelist, but they're trying to get him to trim back and not do the huge walls of text there. So we get a cool walkthrough of the dormitory and the cafeteria. We go past Quartz's room. When, let's say Quartz's door is open, you get to see into his dorm room, which is completely vacant of any furniture whatsoever. What do we see in Quartz's room well, I guess Katana, maybe you're introducing.
Oh yeah, I will totally. Sure.
Cool.
Quartz, are you here? Totally me, Quartz. He's awesome.
I'm guessing there's just a crystalline structure, he's in his resting states.
Like the chair?
Not this chair, just
a rock.
A spiky rock of crystals.
In which case, I'll just point at it very happily and go, "This is Quartz."
Exactly.
What do you mean? That's.
And when he hears that name, he will actually turn into a more humanoid form.
Hey, Quartz. That's his cat.
Did you just see? Oh, that was pretty. How did you do that?
I do not understand your question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I get overly excited. That was pretty neat. So I'm Kat. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Kat. What's your superhero name?
I believe this is when we when humans shake hands, and he will extend his hands.
Katana looks very proud.
Nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure to meet you. You are
quite
new to this school or to this planet?
This school. I take it that you would be the alien.
Indeed.
What gave it away?
I don't know. Him asking if I'm new to this planet, maybe?
If you would ever wish to hear about Chic, as the humans call it, I would be happy to tell you more about it.
Well, thank you. I'm sure I will want to know more later. as soon as I get a little bit more settled in this school and all. Thank you.
Very well.
We're off to get breakfast.
Carry on.
You can totally come if you want, even though you don't eat breakfast.
Breakfast. I can partake in this ritual that you call it breakfast.
Okay. Well, join us then.
Very well.
Hey, Kat.
Yeah?
What's your superhero name?
Oh, it's Electrocute. Electrocute.
Okay.
Do you have a superpowered name?
Yeah, it's Katana.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I get it. If you don't mind, I would like to come and see your practice one day because I really like martial arts. I mean, I can't do that, but it requires so much skill.
Oh, well, you're totally welcome to come practice with me. There's a few people practicing.
Cool.
You know, my girlfriend, but also some other people. So you're welcome to join. It's early though. I just got back from it, so it's like 6 a.m. But that's the best time. Really focused.
Okay, that's early. That's really early.
You get used to it. Let's have breakfast.
Okay, breakfast. Breakfast is good. I am getting a little hungry already. So do they serve like good breakfast here?
You get used to it.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Cool. We'll cut scene to Electrocute and Katana and Quartz arriving in the cafeteria. ASAP, are you sitting by yourself, or do you think that maybe you made like breakfast plans? What do we see? Is because you're already there, because you're ASAP, so you're already there, right?
Yeah, probably already going for seconds if they let me. Hannah is back, right?
Yes, she is back.
Yes. Then I would totally be next to Hannah, because first girlfriend. So yeah, I'm refilling her drink if she wants, some orange juice or something like that. I'm getting seconds for me, and it's totally just chilling out by her.
Sweet. Yes, she's wearing a Walt Disney World shirt that she got, because she went to West Covina. So it's only like 2 hours from the beach, except for traffic. But she got to go to Disney as well during the holidays. So, yeah, you see that Katana comes in with Quartz and a little girl, about your age actually, and Hannah looks over and says, "Who's that?"
Huh. I haven't seen her before. Must be a new student. Hey, Katana, Quartz, over here.
Yes.
Hey, ASAP.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, Hannah.
What do you
Hello,
mean?
Jesse.
I have not left.
Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe you should welcome ASAP back then.
Indeed. Asia, welcome back.
Thank.
Well, now we got that out of the way. This is Kat. She's my new roommate.
Hi, everyone.
What's your power? This Hannah, by the way, she's of Asian descent. She looks young, like she's just hair over 4 feet tall, and she has
That's
a slightly
short,
pink
right?
face. Yeah, she's short. Sorry, and she's short. I'll just say she's short. Let's say that in a previous game, someone's father said, "Oh, look, it's a middle schooler," and that made her
Oh,
really
wow.
upset.
She's tiny.
Kinda tiny. When she looks up, first thing she says is, "What's your power?"
Lightning arc? What's yours?
Like a single. Oh.
Yeah, single.
I
mean, the arc.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I can control people like voodoo style. I have to create dolls of them.
Wow. That's pretty intense.
Takes a lot of planning.
Welcome, Kat. I mean, great to have you at this school. Obviously, it's first day.
Yes, it is. It's a little overwhelming. Thank you. It's nice to be here.
So you have like electric powers. Does it compare to like anyone already out there or something like that? I just.
Well, I haven't met anybody out there with the exactly same power. Have you?
Oh, we have a few people. I mean, are electric based, but actually a couple of them are more villains. But not saying you're a villain or anything.
Villains?
But
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, there's Shocker, and then of course.
Should we get bagels?
Electro-bomb?
Bagels are there at the buffet.
Electro bomb?
Yeah, Electro Bomb. Keep it quiet though, Kat. That's Kid Ragnarok's mom, so we don't talk about
Really?
her. She's in the news, by the way. Did you see that, ASAP?
I did. Yeah. That's.
Why is she on the news?
Oh well, she basically threatened to blow up the Coliseum.
She
Before that, there was the incident at the museum, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're calling it like a European vacation crime spree. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, that's horrible. I mean, that's really horrible. Why would anybody use their powers to do bad stuff like that?
I don't know.
And then Kid Ragnarok walks in.
Yay!
Actually, I imagine he's been there on another table all along, snoring loudly,
Nice. It's
with
good.
Lark sitting opposite him, looking annoyed.
Yeah, Lark's totally just like tapping away on her phone, annoyed, and yeah.
Yeah, because I've been on my own, like sequels occasionally and a few others around a whole winter, and yeah, I stay up late. So now I'm just slumped over. I think she must have dragged me to breakfast and I just fallen asleep again.
Yeah. She was actually excited to see you again. This hasn't paid off. So she kicks you under the table.
Yeah.
Ragnar.
Hey, Lark, you back?
I didn't leave. Not this morning. Listen. Hey, who's the new girl? Is she part of your
That's
team?
Kat.
Is she part of your team?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
Hey, Kat, are you part of the team now? I yell across the canteen.
What team? Sure. If
Yeah.
I'm invited,
You're part of the team.
okay.
Why do you ask?
I was just curious. Kid, are you... do we need...
No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and sit by Hannah now since there are other people. Let's go. Is that cool? Do that?
Yeah, I'll come with you. Yeah. I kind of when we kind of pass the actual serving station, grab a few things, shove for a bagel in my mouth and have a bowl of cereal in one hand.
Laura comes over. She comes over and she says, "Hi, Kat. It's nice to meet you. My name's Laura." And then Hannah says, "She does like an electric arc." Thank you,
Yes,
Hannah.
thank you. Nice to meet you as well.
Cool. Hannah and I are on the same team, so you're part of the new Silver Saviors. That's great. We're super tight teams.
Sounds cool.
Which is good, because there are some teams here that you don't want to mess with, but we're cool.
I believe you.
Hey, Jesse G, Katana.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with your Facebook status? It says it's complicated.
Well, yeah. Well, I should change it.
I mean, if that's what you think, sure. I was just
I do
curious.
not understand. Why is it complicated?
You guys.
I want to try and peer under the mask of Katana. I want an answer to this.
Why? Yes, you do. You actually flatten mundane, so.
Ha ha ha.
Stop lording me over with your normalness.
I think your Monday used to be a lot worse, but whenever Katana's had the chance to switch your label, she's all. Oh, that's best. That's the best either.
Do I just like loudly, like over the top of her conversation? It's like, so you're still with Brit?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't even have bagel.
Yeah, she's coming back today. We're still together. I think my Facebook profile is going to be okay.
Cool. And then Hannah
It
announces.
does sort of ignore Kid Dragon, or like avoids eye contact with Kid Ironrock.
Nice. Hannah says, "Well, I don't know why you're worried about it, Ragnar. Yours says you're single."
I have a Facebook account? Huh.
Laura's like, "What?"
I,
She pulls up her phone. I didn't know you had a. What the hell is this? And then she turns her phone, and you see a video of a bus stop. And you standing in front of your trike, and Katana grabbing you around the neck and kissing you. And then you kiss back. What do you do?
Now, Lark, babe, I'm kind of like inching back as I talk. Like, you know, super villain hypnosis, right?
You?
Katana?
Is this you, Ragnar?
That was just hypnosis.
Did you kiss Jesse? Just
No.
tell me.
No, I kissed him, and it was a mistake.
Because of the hypnosis beam.
Hypnosis beam?
Hypnosis beam. No one?
Yeah, Laura gets up,
beam?
and she just storms off. She's done. And then Hannah looks at you, ASAP, and says, "I have to go." And she excuses herself. It was nice to meet you, Electric Arc Girl.
It was nice to
At
meet
which
you too.
Quartz sort of goes like, why is everyone leaving?
No one? Back me up on that?
Shut up, Rags!
What?
It totally got us out of that, and you guys dropped the ball.
What ball?
I kind of pointed.
I did not see any balls I could catch or drop.
It's not even fun at that point, but anymore. Like a slouch down. Grumpy.
I'm sorry, Kat. It's normally not like this.
I was just going to ask, is it always this intense on the breakfast table?
No. I'm going to go back to the dojo, I think.
And I want to go
No
to
company.
the library.
No company. I'll show you the library if you like.
Okay, yeah, yes, thank you. I want to go to the library.
Okay. Now, you don't have to be on our. I'll explain on the way over. You don't have to be on our team if you don't want to. We can't actually decide now anyway because Pixie is our other team member and she's not here. But you could totally join for a while if you went and check us out.
Okay, thank you. But so far,
We're not normally this weird. Well, Rags is, but the rest of us are not normally this weird.
Well,
Quartz is.
I kind of like everybody. You know, weird is good. Is Quartz always so? I mean, literal? Does he like understand any of the sayings and stuff, or?
No, it goes straight over his head.
Okay, so I need to try and be very straightforward with him. Like,
well, he really likes it if you explain things to him.
Okay.
So, he wants to learn more about Earth culture.
Well, that makes sense. Why is there no furniture in his room? That was so weird.
No, he doesn't need it. He just transfers into a big rock.
That is so cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's dating Pixie. Maybe not superfluous information at this point of the day, because it's a weird day.
Yeah, there's a lot of dating going around. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like normal high school.
That's very much true.
Yes. Now, if you excuse me, I will attack a dummy with a big sword.
And I will stay here in the library. So
it's a very safe place.
Yes. Bye for now.
Cool.
As soon as she's gone, I'm gonna dig up all the information I can, so I'm kind of up to date. I want to know what's been up to, with Electrobomb. So.
Okay. Yeah. So why don't you? I don't know. Do you think assess the situation might? Let's see. I don't know. That's a little bit of a stretch. Would be interesting though, since you can get some questions. Let's do it. Oh, by the way, don't forget your potential, Ragnar, for your wonderful failure. Thank you so much.
Guys.
Oh, it's so good. I was like, I got a hard move. It's just like the hammer's already back on the gun. I'm just waiting to know when it gets to be aimed and shot. Yeah.
That's horrible.
I wasn't expecting it to be quite that hard.
That's always with the Apocalypse World. You're like, oh, this horrible thing will happen eventually, and then it's like, oh no, it's right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the move again?
Okay, so you want to assess the situation here. To assess the situation, you roll plus superior. I'll throw the questions into. Oh, it's actually on the basic moves tab of the sheet, but I'll throw it into the chat what the questions are.
I found it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I am at -1, so that'll be.
You're not very superior.
6.
Is that what you're saying?
Nope. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. So that's a 6.
That's so great.
So
by the way, who wants to track the team pool? The last leader was.
Who's feeling most teamy right now? Quartz. I nominate Quartz.
There you go.
I do not understand why, but.
Everyone else is having their own drama. You have free time. Your girlfriend's not in town.
I am very confused by your own emotions.
So you start with a team pool of 1, and that could be fruitful later. Now, if this were a team action, you'd have the ability to use that team pool. Yona, Electrocute, use that to try to boost her roll, but to do it, I think you'd have to do something selfish. Let me double check. Sorry, it's been a little bit, guys. I apologize. Okay. We enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team. You add 2 to the team pool, but you start with 1 at the beginning of the game. And you can use team pool to boost rolls. You can use it. You can spend team to act selfishly. When you act selfishly, say how your actions ignore or insult your teammates, remove a team from the pool, shift a label up or down, and then you can use that to alter the label you're rolling with. So, yeah, there we go. And anybody who's working with the team can spin the team 1 for 1 to help a teammate, plus 1 for their roll. Oh, interesting. So if you use it selfishly, check me if I'm wrong on reading this, guys, but if you use it selfishly, you basically can swap labels after the roll to alter the label that you're rolling with. So you can even give yourself a +2 or +3 based on how your labels are set up if you do it selfishly. Interesting.
So what does it actually mean to do it selfishly? And would it even be, because this is not a team effort? I'm
not sure this one applies. I don't think this one necessarily applied, but I definitely wanted to point it out for future actions. So that means that you have a failure. The good news is that much like a dungeon roll, you get a potential, exactly. So you get an XP. You get a potential for a hard move. Here's what happens when you go to research on Electro Bomb. You research heavily into Electro Bomb and find that she is a wanted criminal, that she is currently married to Technocrat, who is in the Spike, and the Spike is basically a supermax prison for supervillains, and that the two of them have had a crime wave, that they were, before Technocrat was arrested, that they were a couple of the most wanted in the country, in fact, across the world. And as you're performing all of this research and finding out about Electro Bomb, you find out several of her powers. She has the ability to basically shoot electrodes into people and electrocute them. She has the ability to do timed bombs, hence Electro Bomb. And she even has some teleportation powers. Short, like arcs, she can jump along the arcs. So that's pretty impressive stuff that she can do.
I will definitely go into my room and cry my eyes out. And then I'm going to go find Kid Ragnarok.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. So, Kid Ragnarok, after Laura left the table, and then Hannah left the table, and then Katana left with Electrocute, where did you end up going? By the way, school started. It's like 9 o'clock at second period. Just so you know.
Well, I'm totally not in class, because...
So where does Electrocute find you? Because that's funny.
Where would he be now?
I used to like hang out up on the roof. Hang out up on the roof.
Yeah, I mean, all the teachers are teaching now, aren't they?
More or less.
So they're in their break room at the moment. I'm in the break room with the teachers.
Oh, that's great.
The door's open and I'm just strumming the guitar.
Nice.
So where exactly are you?
In the
teacher's
teacher's
lounge.
break room.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you recognize
Just
this
up on
music.
the coffee table.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant at the door because it's the teacher's place, but I really need to talk to him.
A good point, just for rules' sake, if you could note this, Electro Bomb now has influence over you, Electrocute.
Oh, because I tried to find information.
Yeah, that's part of my move. I did not state it out loud, but very, very smart move there, Jan. Thank you for that suggestion. It will not come back to bite you, Yana, don't worry. I'm lying. It will totally come back on you. So you find Kid Ragnarok in the teacher's lounge, strumming on his psychic guitar.
Can you?
Do you think Katana kind of liked that Lark broke up with me? I can say before you even say anything.
Wait, what? I don't know. Can we talk about something else? This is really important.
You're now sharing rooms, sharing a room, so you could you could check, right?
That if she liked what? Wait, what do you want me to ask her?
Just ask her if she likes the fact that I broke up with Locke. Well, if she broke, it's
okay. I will totally do that, but can you concentrate a little bit? I need to talk to you. This is really important.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, what I'm about to tell you, you cannot tell anybody.
Secret, check.
Secret. Seriously, you can't. Before I tell you something, how do you like your parents? I mean, that's a really straightforward question. So I understand, but you will understand soon-ish.
Dad's a sociopath. My mum's a psychopath. Don't really get along with them.
Okay.
But, I'm done with them. So.
Okay, so I'm telling you because I need your help. I really need your help. Please don't hate me, but I'm your mom. I think. I know.
No, you're not.
I mean, I'm. Come on, look at me. I'm the young version of your mom. I can't become what she is. She's horrible. I don't want to be that person. I need you to help me.
I'm not particularly comfortable with this conversation, so...
Me neither. I'm not comfortable with the whole direction my life is going to take, and I can't do that.
I would like to leave this conversation because I've got things going on.
I know you do. I know you do. I do too. But please, you have to help me. I can't become that person. You have to help me. I have to change the course of my life.
I think, of course, I'm so good at it, but I want to kind of get a feel for where she's coming from, and so I'm going to try and pierce the mask again.
Yes, it always works out.
Yeah. See, fine. 10.
Damn. Oh.
I want to know what she intends to do. I think I actually asked it out loud. I'm like, what do you want from me in this? Because
I don't even know. That was just my first instinct that I have to tell some. Can't you see how much I've been crying? Like, look at my puffy red eyes. I just needed to talk to somebody, and since I figured that you would know something about her, me, that would help me to define the moment, or I don't know, the string of moments that turned her into something that evil. I can't even say that it's me. That's just horrible.
What do you even want me to do? By the way, that's one of my...
I don't know. Help me somehow. Tell me something. Give me some information I can work with. I don't know.
Look, don't even go to ASAP with this.
Why?
Don't. He wouldn't. Just don't.
Okay.
This is out of character. How could I get your character to leave and stop asking things of him? Of me.
Probably by promising her that you will, give some information for her later about her future self, something that she can work with.
I got class, so I should totally go to class, and...
Yes, class, of course.
Look, I'll answer whatever question visibly kind of creeped out by, because she's the same age as me, and it's wrong. This is so wrong.
I know this is so weird. I'm so sorry, but please don't tell this to anybody.
And I put fingers in my ears and leave.
Oh,
Are you actually going to go to class?
I think I do, go in the middle of class and just
Sweet. Okay.
I don't know
let's
what
say
class. I don't even know if it's the correct class I go into.
you walk into esoteric languages, which is taught by a lightning bug who knows you rather well. Like for all the faculty, probably because he's an alien, he doesn't seem to have any judgmental, because he's always the one who stays around during holidays, the more freaky students who can't really go home to their families for whatever reason. He takes care of them. And Quartz is there in class, and they're currently having a very quick conversation going over the fundamentals of Savitri, the Savitri-based language. And Lightning Bug, again, if you remember, he doesn't shapeshift into a humanoid figure like Quartz. He just is like this little pulsing figure that can also, through a couple of devices, communicate in a variety of languages. And he's explaining that the base Savitri language is a hodgepodge. It's a type of pigeon. Because the Savitri have the ability to shapeshift, they have often adapted and melded in the cultures and particular language cues from a number of the different species that they have subjugated over the millennia. It is very similar in a much more grandiose and much more malevolent fashion to English. And then he's, so thank you for joining us, Ragnar. If you could have a seat. Please don't sit in the back row. I know that you often have trouble staying awake. And then you notice that Quartz always seems to have one or two seats that are open near him.
Oh.
The good news is that Quartz doesn't realize that that's a bad thing.
No, I know. I do.
I sit down beside Quartz in one spaces.
Cool. And when you sit down beside Quartz, you sit down by a kid that you've seen. He came into the dorms. He's rooming with Jesse. His name is Soundwave. That's his super's name. He's African American. He's got like a flat top, really curly hair that he's shaved into a flat top, and then he has a couple of just like shaved stripes in the side of each head as well. Each side of his head. Sorry, English. It's like my first or second language or something. Anyway, a couple rows shaved in there, and he is mostly paying attention, but doing that thing that you recognize of the I look like I'm paying attention, but I'm 1,000 miles away. And he's dressed in like a nice yellow. He seems to like really bright colors. But anyway, you sit down by Quartz in the one empty seat, and Lightning Bug goes on with his conversation about the pigeon and the idea of languages adopting other terms from other older languages, and he starts asking for examples of English words that were quote unquote. He doesn't do the finger thing because he doesn't have fingers, but he says quote unquote stolen from other languages. Do you either of you guys throw in any words?
I don't know enough English to actually throw in any examples. I can throw in other examples from the actual language that she's talking about, but no.
Nice. Is Kid Ragnar just under the radar here at this point?
I think no. He's just he's scribbling on some paper, just with a Actually, he's got little psychic projection action figures that he's like playing with them.
Nice.
And making little shooting noises, just quietly.
Okay. Cool. All right, so you guys go on with that. So I'm going to switch, kind of smash cut over to ASAP. Let's say that ASAP, let's have you in the super science lab with Dr. Pulse.
Okay.
And Electric, basically Kat, is supposed to be, according to the roster, she's supposed to be in this class right now, but she hasn't shown up. And Dr. Pulse is currently working over lab partners. You don't have this class with Hannah. And, oh, by the way, you get a text as he's working out, like, who's going to partner up with whom. It's from Hannah. What do you do?
I could easily check the text quickly enough that Professor wouldn't see it.
Cool.
It's Hannah. I have to check it.
The text message says, I think I'm supposed to hate you now.
Oh. I it takes me like a full half a second. I mean,
wow, that's forever
long. I know, to respond, and then it's like the real surprised emoji. And text after text. What? What'd I do? I'll fix it. I promise. What went wrong? Why? Just probably like 7 texts.
Cool. And then a long forever later, you get a text back, KR broke Lark's heart. And Brit doesn't even know.
Can I get 500?
But why is that my fault?
It's not. Team stuff.
Oh wow, would I throw in the bus? I probably in my present state, yeah. KR is a jerk for doing that. And the team stuff, okay. I get that. Hopefully we can work this out.
Cool. I'm going to let you... You think you're trying to support her here?
Yeah. Even against Kid Ragnarok. And Katana, but I'm not admitting that, so yeah.
Okay, it's cool. So when you cover to support someone, roll plus mundane. On a hit, they hear you. And there are things that they will do if they open up to you.
Really? Plus mundane? Mundane? Okay. It's a +0, which comes up to a solid 6. Close as I can get with fail, still fail.
And no one dared to help you.
Oh, man.
I don't think so.
Sorry.
No.
So the good news is you
get
get
potential.
Yeah. She texts back and says, the text back says, "No, I think I have to hate you. I'm sorry." And then there's a heart, and then the letter U. And then you hear Dr. Pulse's voice. ASAP.
What? What?
I see that you don't have a lab partner. You look around. Everybody's all buddied up.
I think the new girl, Kat, was supposed to be here. Maybe she's gotten lost. I could go try to find her.
Go find her, please.
Okay. It'll take just a second.
He believes you. Sweet. So I think you find her in the library, right? Just finishing up your research. No, you went to talk. Sorry, you did the research, then you went to talk. You're in the teacher's lounge. Are you still in the teacher's lounge, or would you have left the teacher's lounge?
I'm probably trying to make my way back to my room.
I'm imagining that Electrocute's like 90s girl, right? Like the 90s, maybe late 90s.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Trying to mentally work out the age and for like the technology so I can make appropriate jokes. They have this thing called the internet. It's amazing. It's much better than AOL. Okay. So you went back to your room?
Yeah. By the way, when did Facebook actually, become a thing? Would there have been Facebook back where I'm actually getting from?
She'd be still on MySpace.
Yeah, so that's one
Right?
more thing that she's all clueless about.
I don't think in the 90s there was any internet.
That's right. Yeah.
Anything.
Possibly some chat rooms, maybe.
BBS.
Yeah, BBSs, which I don't imagine Kat would give two craps about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to be really into computers to.
Cool.
Do
Okay,
really
so you're
good
back
at
at your room, Kat, when I assume ASAP would knock.
Yeah, because I would check all the rooms or check all the schools, areas and stuff, public areas and library, and then go to the room last.
Okay.
I'll open the door. I'm just kind of peeking.
She has very, very puffy red eyes. Looks like she's been crying.
Oh, hi, Kat. You're my lab partner, and are you okay?
Oh, uh, yes, I'm okay. I'm sorry. I got totally lost. This is a huge place.
Yeah, it took me a while. I mean, I had to make so many laps around this place before I mapped it down, but
Well,
I could.
I think you can move out pretty quickly, so you don't have to be all embarrassed in front of everybody getting lost your first day. Let me just quickly grab my books and stuff and, you know. Okay.
Okay. It's cool. It's cool. All right.
Lab.
I'll
Okay.
get you there. You'll get used to it.
Okay, thank you. And she takes her gear and starts following.
Cool. It is classes in session, and so it is pretty easy walk. You guys walk down the hallway out of the dormitories into Hope Prep, the actual school, down the halls, and as you are walking down the halls, there is a blonde-haired guy. He's really handsome, electrocute, and you recognize him ASAP. This is Matthias, member of the Superlatives. And he looks at the two of you, and he looks at you, electrocute. It's like, hey,
Hey,
who's this? He looks over at you. My name's Matthias. Nice to meet you.
I'm Kat. Nice to meet you too. It's my first day here.
He reaches up and he kind of grabs the little pink strip of hair and just gently runs his fingers along it. It's really cute.
Thank you. She smiles and blushes slightly.
Hey, Matthias, we have to actually get to class.
Okay, sure. Man, you guys are in so much trouble.
Why? I got
What?
lost.
What? No, Lark is put you guys on her shit list. No offense.
But- You know,
But I don't really even know who Lark is.
Oh, you're right. Anyway, sorry about that. I was talking mostly to ASAP here. You're probably in the clear, and I mean you're not a silver savior, so you're good.
Matthias, this is not the time. Come on.
Sure. Hey, if you need a tour of the school grounds or anything, I could hook you up.
I
You know,
might
just like this, like
want
winning
that.
smile.
Thank you, but should we go to the class now? I don't want to get into trouble. First day and all, and I get lost.
Yeah, we should.
Sure, right. Well, hey, it was really nice to meet you.
Likewise. And she awkwardly
See you
smiles.
around, ASAP. Sure wouldn't want to be you, man.
I just ignore him. Keep walking.
Sweet. So we'll smash cut back into esoteric languages class. Sorry, I was going to jump over to Don like Jules gets set back up again. So we'll jump back into esoteric languages class. So Quartz after they go through a bunch of the different types of English words stolen from other languages and cultures, where does Quartz take the conversation? Because
I think Quartz is being like a bit of a dick in the sense that every time, like even though she's native, I'm getting an echo. Every time she says something, Quartz keeps going like, I believe the word is pronounced and
It's great. So you're constantly correcting Lightning Bug's pronunciation of
yeah.
different. That's cool. That's cool.
She's not native to my planet, so that's. I mean, it makes sense that she doesn't quite get the sounds right because she doesn't have a crystalline voice, vocal record. But yeah.
And you get reactions from other students who are like, I can't believe you're saying that. But Lightning Bug really seems interested in this. It keeps asking more and more questions and says stuff like, you should stay after class. Then you could help me to modulate the voice transmitter to try to get a more crystalline structure to the phonics. What do you think?
Indeed.
Cool, and then bell rings and class is dismissed. People are getting up and getting the hell out of esoteric languages. Kid Ragnarok, it looks like Quartz is sticking around. What are you doing? Oh, you're muted.
I'm like, as soon as the bell rings, before the lightning light bug says anything, I'm like leaping over my desk, mantling the desk and going towards the door, and then like I stop for a second, like, Quartz, you not coming?
I
You totally
have
said we can
to.
leave.
What?
You totally said we can leave.
I have to explain more about the crystalline vocal structures of the.
Oh, Quartz, I am very sorry, Lightning Bug replies. If you wish to go with your teammate, that is perfectly acceptable. We have the entire school year to affect the modulators. Please, go ahead.
But it would be more efficient to teach you now, so you would not be misinforming the students throughout the rest of the year.
I think by the time you turn back, I'm gone.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Cool. All right. So with Kid Ragnarok gone, that kind of removes Lightning Bug's argument, and so Lightning Bug says, "Oh, very well. Let's work on it." And then you guys can
Indeed.
work on. Cool. Is there anything else that you think Quartz might do in this scene working with Lightning Bug? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think Lightning Bug is more in tune to what's going on with the Cafeteria. So during his while he's trying to teach her some actual language, I think he's trying to get some more information about, like, she seems to be more in tune with what's going on out there.
Nice.
So I'm trying to get some information out of her.
Sweet. I don't think that Lightning Bug really wants to tell you.
Well, I'm trying to get it out of her anyway. I'm not sure if they're smooth that will let me.
I think you're trying to provoke Lightning Bug to give you some information, maybe?
Yes, maybe.
Yeah, so when you provoke someone susceptible to your words, say what you're trying to do, to get them to do, and roll plus superior. I think we know. You want to know more about this V tree. For NPCs, on a 10 plus, they rise to the bait and do what you want. A 7 to 9, they can instead choose one from some options. So roll plus superior.
All right, let's have a look. My superior used to be really good. Is it still? I don't know. It's a +1. Okay. Just hold on. It's loading.
You had a Google effects. But now you have Dice Stream.
I clicked the wrong thing though.
I mean, if you want to give yourself like a pirate patch, that's where you should go.
There we go. That's it. 11.
Wow, that's amazing. You do not get a potential.
No.
Lightning Bug, it takes a little bit of cajoling. Mostly, I imagine we'll kind of couch this in a bunch of the cool phonic bits and and Lightning Bug's modulating the frequencies of the voice box. And what's the first question that you ask about the Savitri? Like, how does Quartz work into that? 'Cause I know he's not the king of subtle.
Well, I don't know where she's from anymore.
So I can tell you. Crap. Hold on. You have that. I have it. I swear.
Yeah, I'm sure
Lightning Bug
I
was
have somewhere wrong.
Yeah. Was from the Iridian Cluster Alliance.
Right.
And yeah, it's a Devonian. That's it. There we go.
So I'll probably start with a question like between the, well, actually what you pronounce it like would be and perhaps of course in Devonia that would be slightly different. I don't know the exact, but how is Devonia doing now anyway?
Oh, sweet. So you slip it right in, and Lightning Bug is so caught up in kind of chattering away about the differences in the tonalities and the languages that Lightning Bug says, oh, not well. The Savitri have taken out 4 colonies at this point. The consortium is making a last stand and trying to set up a line of defense across the quadrant. Perhaps we shouldn't talk about these things. What have you heard from your homeworld?
That is indeed a bit worrisome, and indeed perhaps it's inappropriate to discuss these matters. I have to say that from my homeworld I do get very little concrete news regarding the security situation of our worlds. Sadly, I'm restricted to mostly matters of a more mundane matter. There's a bit of a bite to that word, like, he doesn't like the fact that they're asking him about, like, yeah, but what would be a good superhero name?
Yes, he gets. There are people who are making actual decisions, and you're the Twitter superstar. You're on Tiger Beat.
Yes.
Quarterly. Yeah. Nice. I think Lightning Bug might pick up on that a little bit.
However, I do believe that there are those among the collective that wish to act more than has been done before. But I have to say that their response is unorthodox.
Your gate is still active. Perhaps it might be beneficial if you use your abilities as a diplomat to show the impacts of the Savitri problems.
That would indeed be prosperous. I do believe perhaps my people have been not quite invested enough in this conflict as it has not, as they have not been directly impacted by it.
Perhaps. Well, I am happy to organize a field trip if that is something that you're interested in.
I think that would be prudent. It has proven sufficiently effective in previous encounters. I do believe that it will, both from my own people and the people on this planet, be something that they can learn from.
Very well. And then Lightning Bug starts pronouncing some words in Xynus, and I don't know. How do you feel? Does it sound more accurate? Have you guys dialed it in, or is it going to take further work?
I think after that the conversation, there's probably like Xenician language tends to there's a resonation to it, and like if you latch into that resonation, you probably are better equipped to pronounce those words. So yeah, I think she's getting better now.
Nice. Lightning Bug takes that. Good. I think I should speak with Soundwave as well. His phonic abilities could be beneficial in trying to understand the slight variations. Would you be interested if I obtain his help in giving examples? I know that we could record you speaking, but I feel like
I think perhaps indeed Soundwave's assistance might prove as a better assistance to these than recordings. Your recordings, both the analog and digital versions that you've attempted are not quite sufficient to. Either they catch too much or too little of the resonances. It's not quite right.
Agreed. Cool. And then you hear the first bell that people should start getting to the next class, and Lightning Bug says, you should go, Quartz. Thank you so much for your assistance.
That is a shame. Thank you for your attempts.
Cool. And now we will take a break, a bio break for about 5 minutes, everybody, and we'll come back in. And Brit and I arrive. Dun dun dun. I'm also snacking a little bit. Nobody. Yeah, I could hear the chips through the chips as Jan was eating them through Jules's mic. It was hilarious.
Sorry.
Katana was admitting to, I kissed him.
We were in breakfast room, so there probably were like a whole bunch of people going, breakfast entertainment.
You sound really far off.
That's because my
You pulled an Alex.
Yes, exactly.
that means something totally different in British.
That means something different than what?
I said that means something totally different in British.
Oh man. Wow, I gotta tell you guys, some of these things that have happened was like, yeah, I'm gonna lay the groundwork and then see if we stumble in it, and like hard move, hard move, hard move. Okay, well I guess we'll just go ahead and use that. So good. So good.
That's how it always goes.
I know, I'm just happy that I did a little bit of prep.
Glad we could help.
Glad your prep helped?
I think my prep helped.
Going well so far. Or, well.
Everything is going so well.
Sweet. Are we back? Can we got another minute or two?
I think everyone's good. Alex said that he would come back as soon as we're ready. So that means, there he is. And Yona is getting apple pie as well. So
apple
I think
pie.
everyone's here, just not here. But
Okay. Well, I want to pick up with Katana anyway, so as long as Jules is good.
Yes, I'm good. I think Katana actually, after having a short sparring session with an innocent target dummy, will go outside to the entrance of the school and just sit there on the steps and wait for Brit to come.
Sweet. So we'll do that, and we'll do a couple panels of you waiting, and it's
Very
the
quiet.
afternoon. And then yeah, even though there's Uber and everything, I love just the symbolism as comics. So we'll have a nice yellow taxi cab pull up, and Brit comes out, and the guy, pops the trunk and hands her both of her cases of luggage. She is wearing, in very not Brit style, a pair of cowboy boots, jeans, and like a flannel shirt, and she has a cowboy hat. She hasn't seen you yet, Katana, but when she sees you, she takes off her cowboy hat, and there's like a mix of emotions on her face, but she just pulls. It's one of those larger luggage pieces on wheels, and then a second one that kind of goes from the point that extends, right? So she's just able to pull it with one hand, and she has her cowboy hat in the other, and she walks towards you up the sidewalk. Hey.
Hey.
I got a text from Laura.
Yeah. Guess we need to talk.
Yeah. We do. And she kind of walks past you and pushes open the door to head into the dorms. Come on.
I'll follow her.
And she isn't going to take the elevator, right? It's Brit, so she's going to take the stairs. So we have the clomp, 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 clomp as she's pulling the luggage up. It's too loud to really talk. And it doesn't seem like she's comfortable talking about this in
the hallway.
Right, exactly. She has a solo. If you guys saw the updated dorm layout, she has a corner room solo, and she comes in, and opens up the door, leaves it open for you to follow her in, and she just kind of drops her bags on the bed. And do you want a drink? Like some water or something?
No, thanks.
So I'm not used to missing reads on people.
I don't know what your read was.
What? I guess it was pretty stupid of me to cry when I left for winter break, is what I'm saying. I guess I thought there was more going on than there was.
Right. I don't know. I think there was. I think there is. No, there was. I do really like you. But then I panicked. And I handled it very badly.
Yeah. Why? What made you panic? Did I do something weird? I try really hard not to be weird.
No, you're great. It just I don't deserve you, which is clear now, but I never had someone like me that much before.
So
And
I came on too strong, or something.
no, why do you stop making it your fault? It's my fault. I'm the fault person. Maybe I'm always the one person who's like totally together, and all of my teammates are the ones who are totally weird. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I wasn't ready for this.
Okay.
Don't just say okay.
What do you want me to do? I mean, you want me to throw some kind of lark hissy fit?
No, that wouldn't be like you, but don't blame me. Don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself. And Katana actually started crying.
And Brit will stand there for a moment. There's like a panel of her, and then she's gonna step over and just kind of pull you into a hug. It's not a I'm gonna kiss you hug. It's a hey, you're crying. I'm putting my arms around you and offering you support kind of hug.
And she'll relax a little bit and cry more. It's probably the first time. Yes, definitely the first time Brit saw her cry, but probably the first time the entire comics run we've seen Katana cry.
Cool. Brit doesn't. I mean, she's not gonna move. She's gonna continue to offer that support until Katana is able to get past that kind of that overwhelming emotion. When you finally pull away, there's like like a wet spot on her panel, or her flannel shirt there, and she just seemed to care too much. So let's take a break. It was too much too fast, and that happens.
You're so much smarter than me.
No. I mean, what else are you going to do? Right?
Right, that's practical. Is there anything I can do for you?
Just be honest. And we can still be friends. I mean, I'd like that.
I would like that too. I guess that was the stupid part, huh? Not the part where I handled my emotions badly or wasn't sure what I was feeling, but the part where I wasn't honest about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. That was pretty dumb. Don't do that again.
I'll try not to. I'm sorry you got hurt due to my fuck up.
I forgive you.
I think then I'll just start crying again.
Okay.
And then we'll probably move to leave. Actually, I'll probably just run out of the room crying a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Brit's gonna chase you down.
No. She'll make like a motion saying like, no, I'm fine. Just
Cool. All right. Sweet. So there you go. There's that scene. Did it feel like Brit? Did that feel appropriately Britless?
That felt like Brit.
Awesome.
Very uncomplicated. Too good for us.
Awesome. Okay. So that happens. This is good. Okay, so we're going to skip past and say that school is out at this point, and I'd love to have a pickup scene in the cafeteria for dinner. It's cool with people. So at this point, the superlatives are all seated together. They have drawn in ranks around their team leader, which is not Brit. And Hannah's seated in between Pristine and Judd, and across from Judd is Laura with Brit beside her. So who is everyone at supper together? Even Kid Ragnarok?
So awkward.
I think so.
Can we have
ASAP
like
is-
a room in the corner of the cafeteria, like, you know, the one that's like next to the kitchen doors or something, like the worst table? It's just
Yes.
really far away.
Yeah. I can imagine it's not just the superlatives who are kind of looking down at our behavior at the moment.
Oh, yeah. So I just want to know who shows up, because there's like posters of the kiss up on the wall.
Oh.
Oh, Pristine.
And yes, Pristine
What's there?
ass off when you guys walk in.
ASAP would be there just because he has to be there for his team, but he is oddly quiet.
So you've chosen sides.
Score.
Not like I've got a choice.
I mean, when you say Pristine was laughing his ass off, was he just laughing from where he was sitting, or?
Yeah, he hasn't come over to you guys yet, but he kind of points up a couple. He makes sure that he calls attention to the poster. You know, at one point he calls over to one of the other kid, to Soundwave and Tempest, the two new guys, y'all's new roomies, and he's like, "What do you think? Hot or not? Right? That's pretty good, huh? Did you ever like make out with your teammates? Is that a thing? Not the kind of drills we work on."
Kid Ragnarok is so kind of just seething and like trying to not react to it, but
I want to go over.
Oh yes. Cool. So Quartz, you cross over. By the way, everybody sees this.
Kid Ragnarok is still kind of like trying not to let his anger boil over, so he doesn't even notice at first.
If Quartz goes over there, Aesop follows, because I don't want him to go to the table by himself.
Nice.
Like,
So bad.
wait, what? Suddenly everyone's like leaving the table.
So it's just Electrocute and Katana sitting there right now with Kid Ragnarok, who just now like caught on.
Yeah, I kind of paused for a second, like look at both of them, and like don't need to get up and start following them. It was just too awkward at that time.
Okay, so Kid Ragnarok's coming up way behind. So Quartz, of course, you were the first one, even though Asep could probably pass you, but it seems like he's gonna not. And are you headed up? Are you headed up to the table, Pristino? Look up, like.
I will actually, like, he's pointing at the picture, right?
Yeah.
I will actually walk up to it, and really go like, I do not understand. And basically, what I'm doing is alien waves, like, and disregarding and undermining Earth customs, and just going like, this is irrelevant.
That's awesome. Okay, so Alien Ways is one of your special moves.
Yes. Whenever I disregard or undermine an Earth custom in front of an audience, I mark potential if I accept what others tell me about myself.
Oh, guess what? That's a different move.
Oh, is it? Has it changed?
Yeah.
Oh God, what is it now?
Here, I think I've already uploaded it to the folder, but I'll drop it into chat and I'll read it aloud. I am so sorry. I did not closely look to see if playbook moves were changed.
I thought they were all the same. Oh my God, no.
Alien Ways. Whenever you openly disregard or undermine an important Earth custom in favor of one of your own people's customs, shift superior up and any other label down.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm just looking to see if there's any other, there's some other stuff that might have. Okay, cool. All right, so yes, you do that, and your superior gets to shift up.
Yes.
And Matthias is going to stand up, and that's when Asep and Kid Ragnarok get up to the table, and he says, well, see, Quartz, here on Earth, when two people are dating, they're not supposed to make out with other people. And in super teams, when a team works together, they don't hook up. So it's kind of a double whammy.
You have strange customs about intimacy. They are very limited to only in one person. Is you are not allowed to appreciate another's company physically.
Sweet. Hannah answers. She just doesn't even look up. She's just like, oh God, he's a polygamist. Matthias says, yeah, man, we're pretty much just a one-on-one. That's the way it's done. I mean, some people play the field, but you don't sleep with your teammates. And Laura looks up like, wait, they slept together?
Exactly. That's the response from Quartz as well. I do not believe there's been any sleeping.
And then Hannah just ducks her head down like, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Quartz, let's just go on. I can try and put a hand on Quartz's shoulder and try and divert him back away.
I think Quartz is going to stand his ground.
Nice.
He's not going to stand for this shit. It's like,
sweet.
No, look, there's not been any sleeping, and this poster is just a piece of evidence of other
Sweet. Laura steps up. She stands up, and she says, "You need to get on your side. You and the others, you just need to get on your side. This is the last time I'm telling you." And she gives you this look like, it's about to be on. What do you do?
There's like...
Judd picks up his tray and moves it.
Yeah, no. Quartz is physically, like, he's just looking down and looking at, like, I do not see any lines on the floor. I do not believe this is like the previous encounter we've had where we had to have interaction with each other as being sides. I do not believe we're in a conflict here. If we are, then you are severely, as you were before, in the disadvantage.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Bring it!
I'll give you a +1 to provoke her. Oh, what do you want to get? What do you want to get Lark to do right now?
I actually kind of expect her to bring it, and I think we will bring it back.
Oh, it is already brought. Okay, cool.
Yes,
no.
exactly.
Cool. So you've already bumped up your superior with alien ways. So
Yes, and I took down mundane by 1.
okay. So when you provoke someone susceptible to your words, say what you were trying to get them to do, and roll plus superior. And let's see how that
Awesome.
goes. Yeah, you nice little 1-2 combo.
Let's look. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm
Okay, so your superior's at +1 right now?
+2.
A +2. So you've rolled a 5.
Yeah, that's not gonna...
But then wait, did you count? Because I said I'll give you a +1 to provoke her right now.
Oh, right. Well, that's a 6 then.
So if you do a 6...
Can I assist using a team move and do?
Certainly can.
Please do.
How do you assist? This is cool.
I'm thinking to provoke what I put in the chat. I basically zip around and pull all the posters down, then come in front of them and just rip them because there's no need for this.
Sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. That's sweet. That's sweet. Okay.
Hanging behind them a bit, just like.
Sweet. Okay, so you rip them up, you drop them in the middle of the table, and Lark looks down, and then she just opens her mouth and emits this sonic blast that hits Kid Ragnarok and ASAP and Quartz, all three of you, in the middle of the cafeteria in the middle of everyone. I need all three of you to take a powerful blow.
Okay. Let's have a look at that.
Okay, so when you take a powerful blow, you roll plus conditions marked. I don't think anybody has any conditions right now because we cleared them during the winter break. Although I probably could have been throwing conditions left and right. I gotta get my muscles back into Mask's rules.
Let's have a look at my sheets.
So it's pretty much a flat roll. This is the one where you want to fail.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't have
you still get
any
potential on it, miss.
Yeah, you do get potential when you.
Oh, right, I get potential from my failure. Yay!
Yes, you do.
Oh, you get potential from a
Oh no,
low number.
no, you got bumped up to a success, so you didn't get potential.
I roll a flat 6.
Nice. Is that 3 fails in a row? All three of you guys failed?
Is that still a failure? I guess
It's good, right?
Yes. This is the one time when all three of you would want to fail. So she screams, and it pushes you guys across everything on the table in front of her. It gets like flipped up. There's like a chocolate milk that spills on Hannah, and she's going to be really upset about that later. A couple of the glass windows shatter, and Kid Ragnar, you get knocked down because she was mostly aiming for you. So you do get knocked down on your butt, and But
we don't-
otherwise, you guys are able to weather it, and so you don't have to make any choices. So on a miss, you stand strong. Mark potential as normal, and say how you have weathered this powerful blow.
I think, I get knocked down, but to kind of stop myself flying across the room, I actually do it like a quick counter sound on my guitar and like
Nice.
just dissipates the sound as they both hit
Like
each
the
other.
bass metal on Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shut up. Okay, how does ASAP weather the blow?
I think I move so quick, I vibrate so much that the sound just goes right through me.
Oh, that's awesome. What about Quartz?
I think Quartz just responds by going like, I believe you mistake me with Earth Crystal. I'm afraid that your vibrations do not work the same on me as they do on your material. Like he's really just going like, I think you were trying to do something there.
Oh, it's so great. It's like so calm. It's so disaffected by this. So we're going to do a quick cut back over to Katana and Electrocute, the two of you who got left at the table. What's going on with the two of you as this sonic scream happens? It's ear piercing, like it hurts. But what are your reactions?
We gotta do something.
Yeah, that's true.
She's hurting them.
Let's not make this even worse of a fight. I dig into Kid Ragnarok's jacket that he's lying there, and I take out his lighter because he's a smoker, right?
He at least pretends he smokes if he doesn't.
Yeah,
actually
there you
smoke.
go. And I'm
It's a Zippo, because that always looks cool.
and I'm climbing up to on the table to, use the lighter on the smoke detectors. But I'm sort of trying to see if a fight breaks out, because then I want to stop it. If it stops here, that's better. But I don't think it will. So
You don't think it'll stop here? Yes, you're correct. It's not going to stop here.
yes.
Pristine,
So
Pristine
I'll
stands
trigger.
up. Yeah.
I'll trigger
Okay.
the smoke alarm.
Sweet. So then Pristine stands up. His body turns into like this diamond, and it looks like he's moving up to hit Quartz. That's when you pop, and so everything goes off. The fire alarms go off. There's
Does it have like spray things? I want the sprayers.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna go with water. Like, yeah, I don't think we'll do the. I think there's another like fire suppressant smoke type, or not smoke, but like a foam type deal. But we'll go with water because that looks cooler. And then you can draw people in the rain, and that's awesome for comics. Sweet. So then the rain comes down, and Hannah's like, "Oh my god!" Ah! And Lark is just staring at you, Kid Ragnarok, like she could just beat you to death, and her hair kind of just falls down over her face a little bit. And Pristine looks, and he's like, "Oh shit!" But he's covered in diamonds, so he doesn't really care. Judd just chuckles and starts eating from his tray, but it looks like this has put a damper on things. Unless you guys want to push it, do you wish to try to push for a fight right now?
What does push for a fight mean?
Well, Pristine, it does not look like he's going to hit you like he was thinking about hitting you, because now everybody else is getting wet, and it looks like it's kind of ruined the moment. No one's watching, right? Because all the kids are like trying to run to get away from the waterlogged cafeteria.
Well, I think ASAP, whether this will start a fight or not, he's not intending it to, but he is going to grab Hannah and like rush her out of the cafeteria so she doesn't get wet, and then come back. But it may look like it's the start of a fight. I don't know. I'll let you do that, but he's not thinking clearly.
I think you're unleashing your powers.
Oh, okay.
When you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, roll plus freak.
Okay, and that is a 1. Okay. Hangouts is being a little laggy on me today, so.
It seems like it's lagging for a few people.
Okay, here we go. It's a +1, and I've got a 7, so 8.
Okay, on a hit you do it on a 7 to 9, you can mark a condition, or I'll tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I'm gonna mark a condition. I think he's feeling a little insecure about all this.
I think that fits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you zip her out, and you go out of the water. You skid to a stop, and she like grabs you around the neck and looks over your shoulder, and then kisses you really quick. Says, "Don't tell."
I won't. I gotta go back.
Okay.
I run
Sweet.
back and say hello to my team.
And so yeah, you zip that out. It doesn't look like it started any kind of fight, but you do feel oddly insecure. And then you come back into this. Lark, at this point, she's realized that her phone is getting waterlogged, and she's just taking off. And Pristine, it looks like the fight's out of this. So I'm cool. Like, unless you guys really want to push this, I'd like to cut scene, because I think we pick up in the office.
We win.
You win? Pick up in the office?
Sure.
Sweet. So we yes. Okay. So we cut scene. We pick up with all 5 of you sitting in chairs in the waiting room outside of Dean.
Are we still drenched?
You're still wet. Yeah. I think you got a couple of you with towels. Yeah. Quartz is fine. He's just floating, right? That's awesome. Yes, you've been provided towels, but your hair's still damp and everything. Electrocute, you have been called to the dean's office with this new team of yours, which seems to be nothing but trouble. I assume you're sitting by Kid Ragnarok?
Yes.
We've apologized multiple times.
Are you okay? Did she hurt you?
I kind of like nervously glance at her and then everyone else. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. That's all I want to hear. So, you guys, is it always like this with you? Like, breakfast and supper, and is it ever, I don't know, quiet, peaceful, not much going
Sometimes
on?
we get conscious.
Okay.
Totally a peaceful time. There's lots of boring classes.
Right, and I ended up missing at least half of one because I got lost.
And if you want to be bored, just talk to Quartz.
I have to say that the current predicament is, in a way, it's showing off the normal situation. However, there's a differential where the dean is someone else, and this is not the normal way that things would otherwise go.
Okay, she looks at you with utter confusion and just nods.
As I said, you want to be bored, talk to Quartz.
So.
And I continue to dry my hair with like a psychic projection of a hairdryer. Because I got long hair.
I love that we have sad Kid Ragnarok picture right now. That's perfect.
So, is the dean going to be harsh on us? I mean, we didn't start the fight.
Maelstrom loves us.
This is a different dean now, right?
I cannot speak for the actions of the current dean with respects to our or any other people's actions. However, previous deans have shown that actions like these are met with repercussions that are suggesting that certain behavior are not acceptable within the grounds of these schools, even when they are meant to.
Kid Ragnarok stands up suddenly. Look, we're not chained to this chair. We can leave. Come on. Come, guys. We can just go.
Wouldn't we get into even more trouble if we go?
We're already in trouble.
Yes, we will.
But we're already in trouble. We don't. I'm trying to provoke people.
Okay.
All of us.
I'm trying to provoke people.
Your own team.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay, say what you're trying to get them to do.
I'm trying to get them just to leave. We're not. Yeah, for PCs on a 10 plus. Yeah. I would want to get us to go. Like, ditch having to be shouted at. Let's go. It's after dinner. Let's go to town. Let's go to the city. Come on. Clubs are open soon.
Is there any way I can use my influence over here? There's so many things I need to check before.
Make your roll, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I first need to check: do I have influence? If so, how much do I have? And oh no, I don't have influence over Kid Ragnarok. That's the only one I don't.
Plus superior, which.
Oh yeah, we can get mine.
2 superior? Okay. Oh. I'm like trying to psych you all up. Like, come on. I'm saying this really loudly.
Rags, you want to get
Let's just
expelled?
ditch it.
If you ditch it now, it'll expel
I
you.
mean,
That would be really bad.
come on, let's just go. Who cares about the new dean? Let's just. Whoever they are, they probably suck. Let's go. We'll just explain it later.
Will you just shut up? Will you shut up? We made this mess. Can we just take responsibility for every stupid shit that has happened?
No, we are only for 50% responsible for the situation that happened here. The other 50% is the responsibility of the other people who will also be joining in this office shortly after we have left it. However, we should take responsibility for the 50% that we have caused.
Thank you, Quartz. If I
Got a
understood what you were
point.
saying.
Just for clarity, and I was not at all clear when I set this up, the superlatives are already in the office with Ricochet. aka
Awesome!
Yeah, they're already getting their talking to right now. You guys are next.
Okay, well, then in that case, rephrase what I just said. We're saying, like, they are already getting theirs. We're getting ours next. Let's take it.
Sweet. So yeah, it looks like you get a potential there, Kid Ragnarok. Your attempt to provoke is a failure, and the doors open up, and the superlatives walk out. Brit seems perfectly calm. Judd has like a weird, quirky smile on his face. Hannah, she looks mad, but then she looks over at you, ASAP, for just like a second too long, but then she looks away. And then Laura comes out last, and she just stares at you, Kid Ragnarok, like, you're so dead. She doesn't say it out loud, but she says it with her eyes. You're so dead. She says, oh, see you guys in the training facility. And then they walk on and out. And Mrs. Forrester, who I have a picture of Mrs. Forrester in the NPCs and stuff tab. And I will do a quick screen share for chat. That is the That's what she looks like. She's in her late 30s.
Way younger than I thought. Oh, Alex just dropped out.
I know. What did we say?
We blame everything.
It is
on
comic books,
Kid
though,
Ragnarok.
so it's comic books, so no one who's old really looks that old. I mean, look at Flash.
Yeah.
I mean, like
True.
the OG Flash, he's just like super.
But I say we blame everything on Kid Ragnarok. And, oh shit, there he is.
Go team!
Come in, children. Have a seat. And she walks back around the huge, like, super impressive desk, President Maelstrom's desk. You notice his nameplate isn't there. All the pictures on the wall. You guys remember from the scene when Ports and Kid Ragnarok and Pixie had broken in, and there are all the pictures of Maelstrom and dignitaries and the like. That's all. Like, what you see are the spaces, you know, like if you've left a picture on the wall too long, it has a slightly discolored look from the sun. You just see the discolored rectangles from where there used to be a lot of pictures up. There are no pictures up now. Mrs. Forrester doesn't even have like a nameplate up. It's obvious that she's just, well, for lack of a better term, squatting, right? She's a temporary, she's the acting dean. She comes in, she does have, well, a little product placement. She has an Apple laptop up, and there are quite a few, there's a couch up against the wall, and there are 6 chairs that are lined up. And she says, Kat, why are you here? Kat Rains?
I don't know. I was sitting at the same table with everybody, and I don't know.
She looks at the rest of you, except for Kid Ragnarok, and asks, Jesse, is Kat a member of your team?
We invited her to join our team to get the lay of the school, but it's up to her whether or not she wants to. I don't think she needs to decide that now.
Yeah, probably not the best first impression.
So
Okay. Well,
should I
please.
leave?
No, if you... Well, you weren't involved in the fight, were you, Kat?
No. I wouldn't call it a fight.
Technically, I
Something to
wasn't
rethink.
either.
I mean that one girl just, screamed like nobody's business and hurt everybody. That's pretty much what happened, and then she stopped it.
True. We diffused the situation.
There was an attempt to provoke a fight. We disregarded the attempt. As far as we could.
I just point at Quartz and nod.
Well, there seems to be a good deal of drama going on between the Superlatives and the Silver Saviors. Anyone care to educate me on why?
I do believe I understand the background behind that. There has been an attempt from the school to generate some adversariety between different teams by competing them in previous events. And for instance, our team has been poised against the Superlatives in previous events. I think this may have added to any tensions that might now exist.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this has nothing
Totally
to do
team tensions that they took too far.
personal relationships?
I do believe that this is mostly drawn forward by school-generated tensions. I do think so. Yes.
I really think Christine was trying to start something, and I think I'm trying to mislead with my new move.
Your new move?
I got a new move.
Oh yeah, nice. What'd you get? What's your move?
Are you watching closely when you mislead, distract, or trick someone? Roll with superior.
Nice. Oh, I tried to bookmark this thing. I didn't do a good job. Okay, are you watching
Sure,
closely? Roll plus superior on a hit their fool at least for a moment.
10.
Wow. Nice. Okay, on a 10 you get to choose 3 options.
Avoid further entanglements. Confuse them for some time, so they don't know what really happened. And get an opportunity.
Cool. You know, you guys are kids, and if you have relationships, as long as you're not doing anything to get into trouble, I don't really care. I'm not here to be your overlord. I'm here to make sure that you continue to function, that you learn, and you learn how to hopefully become heroes. So there's that. There's some thing about Facebook and some kissing thing going on. That's fine. You guys deal with it. Quartz, I'm going to have to disagree with you, though. I feel like, well, the superlatives have requested the opportunity to train against you. And I think...
How is this disagreeing with me? I think this supports my argument.
Well, you were stating that that's not a good idea. I think it is beneficial to both teams because you definitely have some kind of animosity here that you need to work through.
Which has been generated by the school. So I think you're saying that you want to continue with the school's curriculum.
I guess I am.
Very well. Then we understand each other.
Good. There's one other piece of information. As I was going through the records for all of you tonight, I found that there were some abnormalities on Matthias's school record. He's never been better than a C student, but last semester he made straight A's. It seemed a little odd to me. Any of you know anything about that?
Matthias?
Yeah, pristine.
If you wish to know about Matthias's school performances, I think it's better to inquire with his teammates, perhaps?
Oh, I have, and I'll be evaluating all the information that I get from questioning. So that you don't know anything about Matthias's grades, Pristine's grades, correct? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, we know that normally he's a C student, like you said, so we know something.
All right.
I am both unaware of his regular performance in this school, and my only interactions with him have been in a combat situation during the simulated combat that the school has provided.
All right. Do any of you need to talk to me about anything? Is there anything I can do to help you? Especially you, Kat, this being your first day.
Well, I'm okay. It's been a little bit maybe intense, but I'm okay. It's good to be here. I mean, not in this office, but in the school.
Understood. Katana?
Do you really want us to just fight it out with the superlatives?
Yeah. Don't worry, there will be ground rules. It will be in the Hope training facility, and we will stop the fight if anyone is severely injured. There will be precautions in place.
Okay.
ASAP?
No, nothing to add.
Kid Ragnarok? Anything do you need to talk about?
Nothing.
Of course, I think we see. I understand your position. Is there anything else that you need to talk about?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, it's pretty late. Perhaps all of you should go to bed or to rest. Please don't get into any more fights tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
We won't.
You can go. Cool. And she'll let you go.
I think I would try and get Katana alone for a sec to talk to her. Like, would be like looking around at the others, trying to make sure ASAP is not near, or try and.
Yeah, I think that's you could pull that off.
Yeah, and maybe we can move away from electrocute. I think then I like as soon as we're a little bit further away, I like pull her into one of the classrooms and close the door.
Ooh, I like that. Anybody trying to listen in?
I will.
Yes, I love it.
Like whispered hiss. She's my mom.
That was very, very far down on the things I expected you to say. So Katana, what? Who? Lark is your mom? What?
No. Ooh. No. Like talking awkwardly quiet. Don't want anyone else to hear.
But she.
Time travel.
Ah, the 90s clothes. Whoa. Well, she's nice.
Don't tell ASAP.
Okay. You should probably tell her. He'll find out eventually. Not telling people stuff has not gone well in the past. Recent past.
Yeah, but just a little wrong.
But she's nice now. She's super nice.
Yeah, now.
I don't know how this works. ASAP is the nerd. He knows about time travel and stuff. Maybe he can figure something out. Maybe she can actually.
Oh, I'm sure you want to go and bring it up to him.
Sorry, what did you say?
Go bring it up to him. I'm sure it'll go perfectly well. Don't do that.
Maybe she can actually be nice in the future as well, or in the now. I don't know how that works.
I mean,
He's your friend. He likes you. If he can help, he will help you. Is there manipulate for that?
The labels thing, shifting, you could probably...
Or persuade, wait.
If you're looking to provoke, I mean that's how you kind of persuade people. Unless you want to comfort or support.
No, I
which
want to
can
comfort or support. Yeah, I want to comfort or support.
You're really good at that too.
It's
So
mundane. Yeah, such a power player.
Isn't there a...
That's a 12.
Ooh.
So do I have to roll whether I can actually hear what they're talking or not?
oh, you can totally hear. You hear every word.
Totally everything.
Awesome.
I mean, you were afraid that he was not going to be your friend when you would find out that you're her son, and he was, and then he backed you up in every fight. He's going to help you now. Trust your team. We're all here for you. We're all here for each other, right? Get that through your thick skull. And I just wrap him on the head.
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
You were training.
Well, yeah. I said I was sorry.
You... I don't know. Can't believe I'm going to say this, but should we tell, like, a grown-up?
Should we tell what?
Electro bomb is running around the school.
Well, no. I don't know. She's nice. Like...
Yeah, but...
Shouldn't we try not to fuck her up? ASAP knows about this stuff. What if she, gets because we do something here that makes her go evil?
I don't have to do this alone, do I? You'd come with.
That's what I said. We're a team. Do you want me to hit you on the head again?
No, thank you.
Okay. So, come on, let's do it now. And
Now?
I'll grab his hand and pull him out of the room.
And probably when you open the door, I almost fall down on you guys.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
Um,
You, young man, you promised not to tell anybody.
He's like really flustered, especially the young man. That's just...
Okay, that was weird. Anyway, since now that you know, I really, please help me. I don't want to become that person. I can't become that person. She cannot be me. She's horrible.
I realize that I'm still holding Ragnarok's hand, so I quickly let go, and I'm like, I think we need to have a team meeting then, with everyone.
Yes. Oh man. All right, where's the team meeting happening? I love the mom voice. That's the best mom voice ever. So where's the team meeting? Where's it happen?
I don't know. We don't have a room we don't have no room we have just for. Oh wait, our room, of course.
Yeah.
No, we
your
have
room.
Kat
Totally
and Katana's room, and we'll get the entire group together. And then.
Sweet.
So do we have like Quartz and ASAP sitting beside each other, waiting to hear what we're?
Yes.
Yes. We have Quartz and ASAP sitting. Well, I guess Quartz is hovering, and ASAP's sitting on one of the beds or something.
Am I allowed to be there, or is that like?
No, of course you're allowed to be there.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
man.
No, of course you are. What?
Allowed to be there.
Okay, allowed. Awesome. Yes, I'm not.
This is your room. We're in your room.
Okay.
ASAP,
What?
buddy.
Yeah.
You know, let's do. We're tight. Nothing could get between our friendship, right? We're buddies.
Yeah. I mean, if
Nothing's
finding out your mom, put my dad out of the business. I mean, if that didn't break us up, then nothing
I
would.
can't believe this. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me.
But I just
Speaking
met
of
you. Why would I-
which, and I kind of look towards electrocute.
Please don't hate me. That's not. I don't want to become that person. That's not me. I mean,
What? I just met you. Why would I hate you? What? You guys
My
are not
real
making
name-
any sense.
I know.
Well,
My real name is not Electrocute. My real name is Electrobomb. And please don't hate me. Hear me out before you go all ballistic or whatever.
I've encountered you before.
Maybe. I don't know, but my best friend back in the past where I came, this is like future, and he wanted to build a time machine. I totally did not believe he could pull that off, so I promised to be his guinea pig, and here I am. I'm in my future, and then I find out that I'm like the most horrible person on the whole planet, and I don't want to become that person. So I need to change whatever made me or her that bad. This is all very complicated. I'm so sorry about everything.
Did you come here on purpose?
No. Like I said, I didn't even believe that the whole time machine will work. I was just trying to be nice to my best friend because he was so excited about it.
No, I get the whole time travel thing. You're
You
alternate
do?
version of your earlier
I
self,
landed.
but
I just landed here, and the first thing I see when I get out of that weird, swirly whole thing, whatever happened, I see him. I pointed Kid Ragnarok. And, then I just figured that I need help, and he hacked me into the call system, and that's how it all... I didn't even know, really.
no, I think ASAP is probably pacing the floor quite quickly back and forth. No, I get that. I mean, you haven't done what you're going to do, so I can't be mad.
The carpets.
I don't want to
about
do that.
what you will.
No, I don't wanna. We have to, please, you guys, you have to help me. We have to stop her or me becoming her or whatever.
Well, ASAP is the smartest guy we know, especially when it comes to weird time travel, wonky nerd stuff. So,
Well, this is actually Hannah's
Yeah.
expertise.
Sorry, can someone please explain this to me? I believe that you're talking about unsequential time happening, and my people are not familiar with this phenomenon.
If you can explain this thing to me somehow, I will be so grateful.
Well, see, Court, she's coming from like an earlier timeline, okay? And she's been projected to this timeline. So actually, she's probably from an alternate version of that, especially if she makes decisions now that change her future so she doesn't become the Electrobomb we know.
Would that not change everything that happened to us? Electrobomb put me in a strange stasis, which led me to bring you all to my home planet.
Yeah,
Would
we'll
that
change a few
have happened?
oh god, they're geeking out together.
Well, I mean, yeah, it would, because then my dad would never be hurt in that fight because she wouldn't be the villain.
Would I not have this conversation with ASAP, but instead with the previous owner of the ring?
Oh wow, yeah. Everything would be changed. Even Kid Ragnarok, because your mom and dad might not even, get together.
I didn't even think about that.
Are we talking like Back to the Future time fading photos?
Yeah, well, that's kind of wonky, but same idea, yeah.
How would one go back to a future?
So this is Bill and Ted time travel.
Who are these Bill and Ted?
We gotta have a movie night for him,
Okay.
Wow. Electrocute, or electro bomb, I guess?
I prefer electrocute. That's
Okay.
now that I know, the future.
Yeah. I can't be mad at you, okay? You haven't done that, and I can't hate you for what things you haven't done yet, so I'm totally cool with trying to figure out a way to help you avoid becoming her.
I think that
I could get some answers
that would be good.
about. There's someone who would know a lot about this, who I could go talk to. Though I really, really don't want to.
Who are you talking about?
Kind of your husband, I guess.
I wish I knew why she or me married that horrible person. Like, I don't understand.
Perhaps he was not always horrible?
Oh yes, he was.
I got some letters from him. He wants to talk. I've just been dumping them, but
Well, if you decide to talk to him, which might not be the best idea ever, he's probably really dangerous from what I could gather from the information I got from the
you haven't
library.
lived with him yet.
So I don't know if it's a good idea, but whatever you do, don't let him know that I'm here. Like this me is here.
Believe me, I wouldn't even talk to him if it wasn't.
You don't have to do this, Rags. We can find other ways.
I agree.
Yeah, we could go and talk to my mum.
We can find other ways.
Would there not be any issues with two of the same person being in the same position?
I
thought you
honestly
hadn't
don't
seen Back to
know.
the Future.
I have not. What are you talking about? Logically, there would be an issue if there was one person in two positions at the same time, in the same place.
Well, we're not planning on having that happen.
And I'm not sure if I could face her.
Yes. In fact, the plan would be for that not to happen. I think I'm allowed to say that.
I see.
Yes. Bad plan.
Yeah, and I don't think we have to worry. We probably need to check the signs on it, but I think just her being here where it cause the time streams to actually deviate. So we'd already be in an alternate timeline now.
Hey, Kat,
Nope.
Yes.
your friend that sent you to the future, wouldn't he still be alive now?
I sure hope so.
Maybe he could help?
Well, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that.
That does seem more logical.
Maybe we should look him up first. That sounds safe.
It does.
We can check him out first. Maybe he's like a superhero too now. I mean, if he's a good enough inventor to invent time travel, he's probably a really big superhero.
So how do you pronounce that name in the chat? That is his name. I have no idea how to say that.
Chassis.
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 Jesse,
That-
yeah.
What's
Oh,
that?
what?
That sounds like a
That's
nickname.
Chassis.
Or a superhero name. What do you say, ASAP? Do you know him? Do you have his card?
I think Katana might actually know him.
I have been studying the human language, and
Oh!
and I do believe that that is not a regular human name. I think that is what you refer to.
I like pull out my whip sword.
the body of a. That is what you refer to, the
Oh!
body of a car.
I like point at my like the made by thing. That guy.
You know him?
He's a friend of your dad's, ASAP. Like your dad introduced me to him.
Yeah, he's run across him for equipment. He makes equipment for some of the heroes.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. Apparently he can build all kinds of things.
So should we look him up?
We totally should, because he would know more.
Yeah.
Well, then we have a mission. Then we just need to make sure the superlatives don't beat the crap out of us during our motivational team setting, so we can make it to the real world and investigate real issues.
I do not foresee any issues with that.
No?
Of course you don't.
Not at all. Hey, we beat him once, so it's not like.
It's not like they're fueled with irrational rage? Or rational rage? Justified rage? I don't know.
I do
Pick
not
any.
understand irrational rage.
And can I not go against Lark?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be odd going against Hannah.
I'm not going against Lark.
Yeah, Axia's not against Lark.
I'm
I'll
confused.
understand,
If there are
but-
specific situations that would make this confrontation more difficult than it has been in the past, is this a time travel situation?
Oh, no. You can't talk about this time travel thing, okay?
It's
I mean,
a secret.
outside of this room, no talking of the time travel at all.
Did we explain to you about secret squads? Because we seem to be having them a lot. Maybe we should explain it.
I do not understand why a new confrontation with the same collective would be more difficult than it has been previously.
Because there are emotions involved. Because Brit's very upset.
And at the moment, we don't have a super strong plant lady.
Yeah, that too. That's a problem. Even you seem to be having sort of a personal beef with Pristine at this point. That might make you more susceptible to do crazy shit.
I have absolutely no personal beef with Christine or his inferior shifting abilities.
Good to see that you're staying objective.
And just to be clear, you know we're not talking about literal beef.
No cow was harmed in the making of this.
Just, I thought wise to check.
I see.
So I'm just saying that might get a little more tricky. But I'm sure we'll do well if we fight together as a team.
And also, maybe we can exploit the fact that they are more emotional. You know, they cannot stay in a level of logic so well. When you run with your emotions, you get careless easily.
That's true.
Yeah, we're totally more stable.
Maybe we should just get some sleep, you guys.
Yeah, it's a lot to consider.
Yeah.
So, somebody explain Quartz the whole concept of secrets and not talking about this.
Yes, Quartz, do you already know the concept of secret, and can you quickly summarize it for us?
Secrets are bits of data that are not to be shared with other entities.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yes.
Close enough. Close enough.
All right. Is that end scene there?
Yep.
I think it's probably a good time to end session, so I'll end with one last little bit. So you guys are finishing your conversation. You know, we come out. There's a little bit of the word balloons as we see the door to your dorm room in the hallway, and there's this little, like a metallic buzzing thing that kind of flies up. It was underneath the door jamb, and you see it fly, and it kind of floats along, zipping down the hallway. And then it just zips underneath another doorway, another dorm room doorway, and then the last thing we see is that the nameplate. It's the room where Armature stays. And that will be the end of our return to masks. Now we get to do the end of session stuff.
Woohoo!
This is pretty fun, Yona. I think you'll dig this. Okay, so at the end of every session... Well, actually, do we want to do the legacy stuff first?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, get it out of the
It's
way.
always fun to see what trouble ASAP gets in next.
Oh my, yeah. All right. Asking everyone, have I been upholding the traditions of my legacy?
Oh.
Oh, and to remind everyone, it's
yeah, thank you.
it's my traditions are to fight for justice and to apparently stop for interviews at every opportunity.
I'm not sure if you did that.
I don't think you fought for justice or...
No.
You didn't stop for interviews.
Well,
Yeah.
you took down the posters because you thought that was a bit unfair. But then you didn't say anything about the stuff we actually did to
Right.
the people, which you didn't feel happy with.
If
I
you-
kept
if
quiet.
you use the posters, then yes.
I probably should have brought that up in the principal's office, so I'm good with a no on that one. And have I maintained the image of my legacy? Ooh.
I think you tried by tearing down those posters. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think you tried.
Okay.
And you fought for your team.
True. I sided with you guys. And have I made other members of my legacy proud? This is more a GM question. I'm pretty certain probably where that's going to go.
It's a tough one to answer, right? I think... Would they be proud? Well,
My ring also counts as one of my legacy too.
yes, definitely. I completely agree with that statement. I don't think you did anything to embarrass yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not going to double ding you for the fact that during the winter break you didn't train as hard as you could have. So I think I'm good with that being overall good. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So I'll mark that down and we roll for it next session. All right.
All right, cool. Thank you for that. Team mechanics. End of session. And we'll start. I want Yona to kind of go near to last. So at the end of every session, choose one. You either grow closer to your team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team. I'm going to start with ASAP.
Oh, I think I grew away from the team a little bit due to the drama happening on team kind of broke me and my girlfriend up. Or at least made it where we have to keep it on the down low.
Now you have a sexy secret relationship. It's totally better.
Oh, sure, because I'm good at keeping my emotions in check in private.
Okay, then you take influence over you away from one of the characters. So someone who has influence on you right now, you take it away.
Let's see here. Who has influence on me? It's taking a while to scroll. Okay. Ooh, Ragnarok and Katana both have. You know what? Since I kind of threw Ragnarok under the bus, I'm going to do it for him. It seems like I'm more.
I think
him.
I have one too, so.
That's true.
Since you.
But I think you still have influence over her a little bit. Over him, sorry.
Yeah.
All right,
So
cool.
Okay.
So you remove from Katana?
Oh, Rags.
Yeah, Rag.
From Rags, because you threw him under the bus. Sorry. Yeah. Sweet. Next. Uh-oh, you have pictures. Yeah. Picture arbiter. I actually need to save that, because I've seen it 100 times, but I actually don't have it on my hard drive, so let me save that. Okay, next we'll go with Katana. Did you grow closer, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I surprisingly grew closer because our team supported us even throughout being stupid fuckwits, which is very good.
Explain what made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, and clear a condition or mark potential.
That would be Quartz.
Nice.
Who was very gung-ho. A little bit weird. So I think Quartz already has influence over me.
He gets to, okay, so if you give influence to someone when they already have it.
Then I get to shift our labels, right? Oh, you get to shift my labels. Okay, that's cool.
Yep. Yes, I was just double checking the rules. That's how I remembered it, but I want to make sure. Yes, if you have influence and they would give you influence again, you immediately shift one of their labels up and another label down, your choice.
And I mark potential.
Yes, and Katana, you mark potential. That's what you're going to do instead of a condition thing? That's cool. Because I don't think you have any conditions. There's only one person who has a condition, and say so. Next, I will skip over
hold on. Jan still needs to switch my labels. Yeah, you're muted again.
Sorry, I mean, I already had the thing that I wanted to do.
Where do you switch it?
I want to switch down your mundane and switch up your superior.
Okay, that's cool.
Nice.
But the mundane superpowers!
Yes, well.
So next
we'll go to more mundane.
We'll stick with Quartz. So Quartz, closer to the team, into your own image, or away from the team?
I think I've grown closer to the team, and this is going to be a first. But I think Kid Ragnarok actually made me feel close to the team.
Oh, I love it! It's growth!
This has never happened before.
Nice.
That's great.
So, Kid Ragnarok gets influence over me.
How did he make you feel closer to the team?
I think this was probably we had a couple of situations, and this was the first time when he didn't try to make fun of Quartz.
That's true.
And he just actually the weird thing is but the weird thing is it was the first time that Ragnarok accepted Quartz as a member of the team instead of just a
Punchline.
a toy. Exactly, instead of a punchline where he could go like, haha, but look. And this time it was like he listened to Quartz. He brought up some good points, and was like, oh my god, I can finally relate to this person.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. Okay. And last and not least, because we also still need to hear from Electrocute, but next we will go with Kid Ragnarok. So many options.
There are. I don't think he's growing into his own image just yet. He's just reeling from drama after drama. He hasn't had time to become self-aware of his own whatever, his own shit. So I think he's grown close to the team. You know, he saw another potential massive explosion in the team, and it didn't happen. It just, the team
bumped on the head about it too.
Yeah, but the team didn't make it explode, and I think because of that conversation with the Katana, I think I'll give influence to that character.
Nice.
I see more mundane in your future.
No, you don't get to.
Aww.
Stop messing with mine. You don't get to do it.
Actually, Katana does have influence over you already.
Oh, okay, yeah, she does that.
Look how mundane you're looking.
Oh, what'd you move down?
I don't know. I want to move Freak down, but that's actually useful for you guys, so it's kind of mean.
Superior is kind of his key stat, actually.
Okay, then I can take Freak down.
You also need to move one up then.
I did. I took Mundane up.
Of course.
Oh.
That's the Katana move.
I have a secret agenda.
To
make everyone normal like me.
The funny thing is, I made you less mundane.
Yeah.
Kid Ragnarok, also you get to mark potential.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, cool. Last but not least, we have Electrocute.
Well, I think easy pick for me, growing closer to the team, because I just became part of the team, and it's kind of tough to pick which character made me more welcome, but I would pick ASAP at this point, because that was sort of the moment when she finally felt like, okay, if he can accept me and he's not like wanting to kill me right off the bat, I'm probably going to be part of this team. So
I think you were saved by him geeking out over time travel.
Sweet. So he already has influence over you, because everybody does, which means that ASAP you can swap around some stats.
Okay. Google is lagging on me. I'm trying to get to the scroll up. Okay. Finding out about time travel, I'm thinking, to me, that would probably move your freak up.
Ooh.
And your danger down.
Okay. Nice. -1 danger from Electrocute seems appropriate, too.
Yeah.
There. I am
right.
at -1 and danger.
And you get to mark another potential, since you don't have any conditions to clear. So that's your second potential. That's pretty great.
Oh. Yay.
Okay. That's the end of our end-of-session mechanics. Now we go to our traditional Roses and Thorns. If you guys have some time, I would love to hear Roses and Thorns. Let's start with Thorns. See if I can think of any Thorns that I definitely want to highlight. I wish I had looked through all the playbooks to see what moves are different. I feel bad, Jan, that I didn't catch that Quartz's alien ways was different. And
I had missed that. I was also surprised. Like, what? That's different? Because I looked at the things and went like, oh, it's the same. Oh, whatever.
I know, I did too. I like
And then
glanced
it
at the
wasn't.
basic
I'm like,
moves.
what?
It went
But
to
that's
the
good.
trouble of like copying and pasting all the basic moves out and then looking over them and everything and still just miss the playbook moves. That and Thorns. I don't know if everybody got equal time. I feel like I labored on a few players over others, and I tried to mix and match a bit, but I feel like I didn't give as much time to ASAP and Quartz this game as I would have liked to. So I want to try to focus on that. Yeah. Cool. Those are my thorns that I can think of right now. Who wants to kick off with thorns? Let's all have thorns.
Guess I could throw something out there.
Do it, Will.
I actually took notes since I'm so bad at this. And it's not a big thorn. It would have been nice to see a scene with whatever part of my legacy was mad at me or disappointed or whatever. But it would have felt too forced, I think, with the stream of the way the narrative was going. So I understand it. I'm cool with it. A lot of it was just trying to get back into the feel of the rules and the moves and stuff like that. But that comes into play when any long break.
Yeah, that when I say I felt like I should have given ASAP more time, we had right on the table, I left it on the table, some juicy legacy stuff that I could have, especially with Crixum and the ring and the Savitri threat, all that stuff. I mean, I hinted at it, but none of it that ASAP could interact with, and that wasn't fair. I get you.
Yeah, it would have been too forced, though, I think. But that's it for me.
I gotta get creative. I gotta find ways to hit you with the legacy stuff. I could do it. Awesome. Other thorns?
I think I did struggle a bit to figure out how Kid Ragnarok would react to learning who Electrocute is. I hadn't struggled to come up with what his response would be, so I didn't feel like I played that out as. I feel like it should have been a bit more of a disaster.
I think you did good. I mean, it felt like a Rags reaction, which is, I'm not sure how to deal with this, so I'm going to pretend that I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you actually went into a class. So you got confused enough to, hide into a class. So
I'm going to pretend to be cool while freaking out constantly.
It's pretty consistent Ragsism. Any other thorns, Alex?
No.
Cool. Other thorns. There are 3 of you left.
I felt we had to deal with a lot of stuff before we got to properly integrate Yona, but I think that was a bit of a shame, but it's also okay. Set up well for next session, so that should be fine.
Agreed. Yeah, I was glad that we kicked off with Electrocute, because there was a lot of the drama that Rich kept throwing left and right, and poor Yona, this is crazy time. Cool. All right, we're down to Jan and Yona.
Well, I'm giving a thorn to myself. I could have been a better player and actually read some of the rules and look into the moves and stuff. But you guys know me by now. I will never do that.
They're all the basic Apocalypse World moves, except they everything up. So.
Okay. And Jan, what about you?
Well, it's not really a thorn. Like you were saying that you felt that you didn't spend enough time with me. I actually I didn't feel that way. The only thing I guess is where the love letter.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how that's going to fit in yet, but it's not that I don't think it will. It's just that I think like I don't see how it will yet, because that's hinting towards a lot of alien interaction in the future, and we're not getting any of that yet. But I feel like we will. So it's not so much a thorn yet.
That's more
it's
of a
just
verb?
more of a. I am really curious how this is going to work out.
That's a secret, Rose.
I suppose maybe.
As long as I pay it off. Like, if it doesn't pay off well.
Okay, so my thorn is this session. That's move. That's love letter did not pay off at all yet.
Okay.
Haha.
Aha.
Fair point.
Well,
Fair point. Yep, I did an entire love letter to set up a future session. That's not terribly fair. I need to do more immediate, in-the-moment stuff for quartz. It's just so much easier to hit
Exactly.
quartz
I
via
thought so
pixie.
too. Like I think this is going to be fine. However, it's at the moment I was going like, I'm curious how this is going to work out because it's not worked out yet.
Cool. All right, that's all of our thorns. So let's talk roses. Shall we, Rose?
that's Rose.
That's Rose.
I really liked that I was able to work in a reason at the end to go and see my dad. Like,
That's gonna be
there's an
awesome.
actual legitimate reason to do something he really doesn't want to do.
Oh yeah, I know. It's so cool. It's gonna be good, juicy, fun. Yeah, I love that too.
All the drama, I loved it. Every single moment, all of the characters and all the relationship drama and stuff happening. Best thing ever.
I have two roses, and that's one of it. Just the continual hard moves that ramped up all the bad stuff that just got worse and worse as we
Just
went
how
through.
quickly that the photo got brought out with that video. Like, oh.
Yeah. Part of that being, I now have a
What else?
secret
What else?
girlfriend. That I now have a
Yes.
girlfriend that
Girlfriend's
I
awesome.
can't let on that I have now. So, yeah.
As long as you don't fake poison yourself at the end.
I'll keep that in mind.
Alack. Oh, okay. Sweet.
Oh, I should have totally bit my thumb up. Pristine.
That
Yeah.
would be classic.
Oh.
Oh, I totally see it now. Pristine becomes the next Tybalt, Prince of Cats. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to geek out, but I'm not gonna. Any other roses?
Yeah. For me, it was just the entire thing just felt like it was filled with so much potential. Like I was still sitting at the edge of my seats for like the entire session, and I was like, oh my god, and oh my god, we're having a conflict with the other group, and oh my god, and there were so many things that made me go like, oh, this is going to pay off so nicely in future sessions, and like it was such a good build-up session. I was like it hooks into my thorn. Like it didn't happen yet this session, but I kept feeling like, oh my god, next session is going to be so bonkers.
New Rose as well. Quartz's shit talk was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah.
That was so good. Just
I lived
so
doing
matter of
that.
fact. Bringing it.
Yeah, exactly. Like just bringing down bringing down the law.
I like that he's getting more and more individual, but he doesn't realize it himself. So,
Yeah,
well, yeah,
exactly.
he's gonna have
But
such an identity crisis.
I realized that was really happening to my character, and I wasn't up to it until I started that conversation. I was like, yeah, no, that's not something he would have normally done, but this is something he's going towards apparently. That's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm really one of my roses. I'm super happy, Yona, in you pushing the getting to know and being out there with the secrets. That was really bold. And I mean, I know you've already gotten a lot of built up trust with this fantastic group, but that was so nice that you were able to push it with Ragnarok and then push it with the actual truth, and then you guys were like, no, we need to tell the group. I need to ask for help. I need to figure this out, and that was just juicy and delicious, and it really helped keep things from getting gummed up.
I have to add a little rose to that as well. When she I didn't know what was going on, but when she went like, yeah, I'm called Electro.
Cute.
And that little pause made me go like, oh my god, you bitch.
I thought that when I needed to make the name, I was like something like, oh, electrocute. That is so cool, and I wanted to say it like that. So I was so happy you asked, what's your name?
It was awesome. I didn't there was a few things where I was like, okay, maybe, and then when you said that, I was like, oh,
it's happening. Yeah, a rose would be the chat during that section.
Someone copy that and drop it into a doc. It's some good stuff. Hey, since we're talking about that, Will, you had one of my favorite lines of the game when you led off before Electrocute had said the truth, like opening of the everybody meeting in the dorm room, you going, well, no, Kid Rock, you told me about after Electro Bomb, and I forgave you for that, for what Electro Bomb did to my dad, and then Yoda's reaction was like, oh god, that was so good. Oh,
it was funny because mid-statement, I wasn't even thinking about Electrocute being there, and then as I'm saying, I'm going, oh, right, she's in the room. Okay, well, I've already committed, so finish it up.
Oh, I thought that was totally deliberate.
Yeah,
that's great.
I wish I could.
It just flowed from the character, but it was a perfect setup.
Yeah.
Rose for Rich. I like because there was so much public drama and ways to interact with NPCs now that you were able to give all the NPCs distinct personalities by having them react in totally different ways, which gave them a lot more color and depth, which is awesome.
I enjoyed all Hannah's reactions.
Oh, Hannah's gonna kill us all!
I cannot wait until the moment when you guys go into her room.
She's so scary.
Yeah.
I may not have a girlfriend after all this.
Oh, I just can't wait to
You might only have a girlfriend after all.
Oh.
Well, it was a funny thing is when Rich had asked me about the Christmas present that my mom got me, and then what Hannah had given me. I actually figured, well, maybe he'll ask what I got her, so I need to think about this. And my initial thing was, oh, I'll show my love by giving her like a little lifelike doll of me. And I went, no, that wouldn't be good, because...
Creepy.
And in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't.
Hannah does not have a roommate. Let me make that clear.
Yes.
Most people don't have roommates because of seniority or special needs, like Quartz. Hannah does not have a roommate.
Hannah, because they just seem to just walk out of the room as soon as they arrive, for some reason.
Yeah.
They just pack up and leave. What?
But ASAP's been to her room, right? He can verify that it's not a torture chamber, right?
ASAP has not been in her room yet.
Nope.
I'm saving that. I'm saving that, guys. Will, I'm saving it. Will, it's gonna be the best. It's gonna be the best. I'm so excited. I was thinking about that like earlier today. Like, what would Hannah's room? Oh my god, I totally have the best reason. Okay, great. So, sweet. Any other roses?
The part where Electrocute told Kid Ragnarok, I guess I can tell you look trustworthy.
I was actually typing so hard that I probably hit a key combination that actually muted Jonah, because I was not aware of this, but I muted Jonah somehow, and I was laughing so hard.
That was one of the quotes of the game, definitely. Oh, I felt guilty because normally when I play Apocalypse World games, I put everything above board. Like, secrets are always out in the open, but
secret for a tiny bit.
But then hiding the bit, knowing I wasn't going to hide it forever, but hiding the truth about Electrocute, it really paid off. Like, it was super fun. There was a certain fun about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted to keep it forever, but starting like this, it was.
I mean, it came out exactly during the session, so that's good. It was first session, little secret that paid off really well.
But it's still nice to get that jaw drop from everyone.
Yeah, and because we were planning for the following week, the week before with Rich, the whole thing and going through the stuff, and then Alex was making the amazing drawing, and that was like, oh, I want to get into that already.
Like I said, it was really like I was getting a few hints, and then suddenly my name is Electro. Cute. And there was like this. You managed to swallow the bomb so nicely. Like, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm Electro Cute.
I love that you were all guessing that she was a descendant of Electro Bomb. You're like, oh, she's from the future.
Oh, from the moment of like, and Ragnar looks like familiar, like a cousin or something. Just the chat started blowing up. It was so good. Oh, so good. Awesome. Okay, well, I am going to stop broadcast. We will kick this off next week and resume the wonderful story that is our Masks High School game. Thanks, everybody who may be watching, and thank you guys so much for playing.